stop. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Clatter of Clans Season 22, and it's the grand final. And to be honest, it kind of feels like a mouthful because 22 seasons done and dusted in the Clatter of Clans. I think that is a lot. But anyway, before I gloat any further as to how far the tournament has come, I will be introducing you to the fellow caster who's going to be here with me, and I would introduce you guys to Mitch Gaming. You will not be seeing her face, so for now, you're just going to assume she looks like me, probably better. But hi, Mitch Gaming. How are you feeling today?
Hi, Crowns. Well, I'm feeling good. Thank you for that introduction. Yes, it is true. I look like Crowns. Almost the same. We look exactly alike. So if you can see him, you're definitely seeing me. And I'm happy to be here. It's the grand finale. Let's go.
Definitely. I am also glad to be here as well. We're not going to talk about the offer I passed off, but yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm really looking forward to seeing how these teams are going to play. Mitch has assured me that the teams are actually going to play well today, that she's seen a couple of them playing. I know there are a couple of surprises that I saw in terms of like the leaderboards of the semifinals. But to be honest, I really look forward to seeing how these teams are going to pull up their performances going into today's games. But that being said, we will be showing you the point system and as to what we will be fighting for. I don't know. Are we going straight into the game? Yes, we are going straight into the game, I guess, there, Mitch. But right as we jump off of the plane, Mitch, what teams are you keeping your eye out on?
Definitely BJE. I
Hmm.
am totally a fan of the Chinese guy. I totally forgot his real name, but he's been showing good capacity when he's playing. Also 10-11 bot.
Hmm.
I think it's called bot. Yeah, I'm also looking
Ooh.
at those two teams for now. They have been really showing some promising gameplay. So I'm hoping to see
Hmm.
that tonight.
Definitely. I would look forward to those teams as well. And to be honest, Blackjack Esports being one of the teams that I'm seeing there, I'm like, huh? Blackjack Esports is back in competitive. I could swear the last time I saw them play this game was in the later phases of 2022. But before we dive in too much, we did see that zone already showing us to be down on that southeastern edge of the circle. So we do know that things would be going down real soon. We did see a couple hot drops here and there. I'm looking at that elimination feed. You can already tell that things are starting to get serious. But we've got Why So Serious Esports. And to be honest, I'm quite fascinated with these names. It's like,
Mm.
wow, how do you come up with these names? I tried making a team once, and bro, I tell you, it was the hardest thing to come up with a team name.
Yeah, definitely. If I tell you
But
the
then,
first name I called my clan,
mhm.
I didn't know how to play, so everyone was calling me a bot. I ended up calling my clan Bot Clan. That was basically my
Ooh,
name. Actually, for the people who know me, I go by the name Bot Mitch. I'm just a noob.
ah,
Yeah,
look at that. Here we
it's
have it,
sad.
just two noobs casting, and we're about to tell pro players that they should have done this and they should have done that. But anyway, Why So Serious being one of the teams that we've got here in the mix, really looking forward to seeing how well they would play. I'm just trying to give it a look at what we actually did close the semifinals with here. Because I know like there's a couple of teams that have actually been showing them out to you guys. Let me know who you guys are rooting for in the chat. For one, I'm always down to know what teams have got the most reps. And I always do say, you might not know the difference it makes, but I think as a player, if you're coming out of a game and then you head into the YouTube chat and you can just see everyone cheering for you, it kind of makes you feel better going into the next game, no?
True, true. I think the team with the greatest fan base is 4B4M.
Hmm. You
Yeah, when
reckon?
I was during the semi-finals, they had
Hmm.
like a whole army on the chat. They were just commenting, asking for the camera view of their team. So basically,
Hmm.
I think that's the team you're going to see a lot of comments when it comes to the chat. They have like a good fan base.
Wonderful. That is great to hear, and I really look forward to seeing their fan base pull up, and even the players themselves put in the numbers as well. I do not know if to call them G3 or if to call them active gaming, but I know for one, it's definitely not active gaming. They do have the Act insignia with them, but I see G3 BDV being the name there. Um, I hope this doesn't cause confusion here, Mitch. Because
What do you mean?
now, which of the teams is this? Is this active or is this G3?
It's active gaming. The Bala is definitely from active. You don't know
All
active
right.
gaming?
I do know Active Gaming, but Active Gaming I knew was not with these names. So I'm not too surprised to see Active Gaming picking up another roster here.
Yeah.
Unless it's not the same Active Gaming I know, but seeing the names like Dybala, Patino, Aegon, and Guri, definitely not names I'm very familiar with. Maybe if I get to see the player pictures, I might recognize a couple of them. But looking
Mhm.
at them now, they do not seem to have started the day off on a very strong foot. Already losing one player to disconnecting, and the other player straight
Mhm.
off the bat of landing. They would have to continue the rest of the game as a duo and a two-man squad. But nonetheless,
Yeah.
though, they did finish number one from the semi-finals there. So we do have a little bit of high expectations coming through. Well, actually, Active Gaming did finish third. I'm sorry. We do have a little bit of expectations coming through for them heading into the finals. Invincibles 10-11, like you mentioned as well. These are two teams that I'm also very aware of. We did mention Blackjack. Why So Serious? Also another team who did do well coming through from that semi-finals. So we'll be keeping our eye out on some of these top teams heading into the finals here. It's 3 days, going from
Mhm.
today till Sunday, and they'll be battling for the $150 prize pool there, man.
Let's
I
go.
I don't know, man. What do you say?
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Actually, just to give you a heads up, Active Gaming
Hmm.
did get to change their players, or rather, I think
Hmm.
they signed a contract because
Okay.
this was Fast Esports earlier. This was Fast Esports.
Ooh.
Yeah, now I can see that they changed their name to Active Gaming. Act.
And these are the things that we really like to see, when a team starts to do well and then we start to see a couple of organizations pick them up, give them a little bit of a contract to work with. This is the advancements that we really, really want for esports when we start to talk about gaming in Africa. So that is something that I really enjoy seeing. I do not know if we can get a view of the map, kind of see where all the teams are currently located at the moment, see how those rotations are coming in through. For a zone that is down there on that southeastern edge, I'm not really expecting too much of trouble. We did see a couple of teams land somewhere around there. Teams that are in Los Leones will probably be having a little bit of fun with it. We did see the likes of Why So Serious out there. We saw the side of Revolution Gaming, if I'm not mistaken, or if I'm not making those, or if I'm not mistaking those names, or
Mhm.
Royal Academy, if I'm not mistaken as well. But anyway, I will get used to the team names. I promise you, Mitch.
You will. I'm laughing because I did the same thing when I was casting earlier. I was calling them the wrong names. I'm trying to remember. There's a team I called the wrong name. I called, I think, Quantum Africa. I called them Qua. I couldn't
Uh
say
oh.
what the I was saying
Ah,
this
dang
Qua
it.
team. It's crazy, but you'll get used to it. Get
Definitely. I hope so. I know for one I will get used to it. But Quantum Gaming, not quite able to see where they are on the map right now. Everyone's still quite clustered up for the time being. But I think Active Gaming and G3 just had their names swapped. But nothing too bad. G3 coming in this is the G3 BDV squad. We've got Falak, Serpent, Gorilla, and Marty as the full squad. And I do know Serpent for one. I'm surprised he's gone for that name because if I'm not looking at that player wrong, that looks like Shiva a whole lot. But and if it indeed is Shiva, it's going to be one heck of a player or one heck of a player that we're going to be seeing going through in the finals here.
But G3 has been showing promising gameplay. Just okay,
Hmm.
from what I saw, Gorilla was the one that was surviving mostly.
Hmm.
He could take on teams as a solo. So let's see how it goes. I don't know Serpent. I've had you know,
Hmm.
praising him, so I'm hoping to see good stuff coming from his end. Good gameplay, maybe clutches, so that I can believe you. But since you
Mm.
said you're a bot, I doubt I can't believe you for now. Let's
Oh
just
no,
keep it at
definitely.
that.
I would say I'm a boss, but I think I have a little bit of an eye for spotting relatively good
Ah.
players. Let me know, give myself too much accolades. But anyway, another team I would say I'm looking forward to would be the players there from Gods of War. I say this because I've seen them play a couple tournaments this year. They did show me a little bit of promising talent. However, watching that semi-final, seeing them finish a little bit lower on that leaderboard, they barely made it in, qualifying at the 16th position. That is something that it caught me as a surprise, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that team, step up their games here in the grand finals.
True, true. I can't say much about Gods of War because honestly, from the games they didn't play aggressively. They were
Mm-hmm.
mostly holding positions around the map
Mm-hmm.
and then engaging on third party fights. If they get any kills along the way, of course they'll take them. But from what I saw, they were basically just holding positions and just waiting for the zone. So let's see.
So that.
Again, I'm just trying to
Mhm.
take your word for it for now.
Well, we'll see. I
Really
mean, there's
trying.
one thing I do know that happens most times when we have these analyses. When we head into the game, we kind of see the teams just turn it all over on our heads. But speaking of motions and rotations, we did see a lot of those teams clustered up towards that center of the circle. There's a couple teams that are looking to go for later rotations. I did see 10-11 on the late rotate there. I'm not too surprised. It's not something that we've not seen before. And Gods of War, as we're just talking, they're the ones that are on the screen now. Would see how well they're going to hold up on that one. We do see them already starting to near that center of the circle. We're still waiting for that first zone shift. So I'm not too surprised to see a couple of those teams not starting the rotation. I mean, the playing path and the zone did complement each other. So we tend to see a lot of teams, even their landing location, they found themselves already in the zone. I mean, we've got the side of TERRORSIX just chilling outside Minas Generales there. They're just chilling. That path was already in the circle. That's where they landed. I'm not a big fan of staying in where you landed though, but we hope to see a couple of motion coming through from them the instance we get that first zone shift.
Mhm. Definitely, definitely. Like, honestly, let me ask you, will you recruit me?
You know what? I would see how or who you hype up or how you talk about some of these teams, and maybe I would
Uh
use that
huh.
as a little bit of a yardstick as to if I'm going to have you on the team or not. I don't think I'm one to select, by the way. I'm that bad at the game, so
Uh
might as
huh.
well just uh, might as well just say yes for the time being.
But you said you have a keen eye. We can place. Okay, don't want to do this, but we can place our bets. I will choose my
Ah,
player. You choose your player.
I am down. I'm game. I'm game.
Ah,
All right.
all right.
Who are you picking? Who are you picking?
Hmm, this is a tough one. Can I pick two or just one?
And you know what? Take two. I'd have to pick two as well.
Okay, I'll pick one player from the two. I'll choose from each team that I gave you. BJE. I'll take, of course, the Chinese guy, and then
Okay.
for 10-11, I'm taking bot.
Ooh, so you're taking bots from 10-11 and Chinese
Yeah.
from All right. I will take Serpent from G3 for
Oh.
one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with Serpent, and I do not know if Bego is playing today. But if Bego from 10-11 is playing today, I don't think it would be nice if I take someone from 10-11. Then it'll be cheating,
Mm.
right? We wouldn't be able to get a win
Yes.
because both of us would
Mm-hmm.
have players from 10-11. So I would
Uh-huh.
go for Nexus from Invincibles. I think that would be my two picks. So it's gonna be
Oh, I
Serpent
forgot
and
about him.
Nexus. I think that would be
Ah.
my two picks, and we'll see how well they do.
So if my team wins, you recruit me, and then that will
Yep,
show you I'm not a bot. All right, let's
you
go.
guys, bot and Chinese. Mitch has put her esports career in your hands. You have to handle it like
Mm-hmm.
eggs at this point. Aura
Please.
Esports, actually, a team that I've not
Mm-hmm.
really gotten to talk about. They're a team that, in all honesty, I would say have surprised me. Because first off, I
Mm-hmm.
do not know. I'm not very familiar with the majority of the players on that team. Right, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
seeing them do so well. I saw them drag back and forth with 10-11,
Mm-hmm.
and not just in the Clatter of Clans. I also did see it
Mm-hmm.
also in the NPL. We see them dragging those positions, that first place position, and I'm like, huh. Aura
Mm-hmm.
Esports, you guys have got something, and I'm so glad I get to see them and watch them really, really play. Maybe this time cast them play, and hopefully
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to give me any short of a good performance as we watch the finals here.
Our esports. Yeah, they've really tried. Let me just say they might not disappoint you.
Mm,
I'm actually quite new when it comes to all these teams, apart from maybe the two teams that I've mentioned.
mm-hmm,
And our esports is also promising. If I can try remember part of their gameplay, they
mm-hmm,
probably will engage in the last zone fights. You won't
mm-hmm.
see them this first or second zone. You will not see them, but you can keep your hope up. I know they are good players, so let's just see how they do it tonight.
Alrighty, we've got Blackjack Esports, one of the teams from whom their players were picked by Mitch. So keep an eye out on them as well. They're really an experienced team. If they are anything like the Blackjack Esports I knew before, long range engagements is definitely something they do not shy away from. But I do see they've got the squad of Icy, Angry, Mash, Chinese, and Switch. The squad coming in through from them. We also have the players there from God of War. I don't know if I see God of War's logo, but I see NOX, so I believe that's Team Noxious going in through on that outskirts of Los Leones. I look forward to seeing how well these teams are going to hold on. This is Miramar. I'm not too surprised as to how this has started. We do know Miramar to always start with a very slow start, and this is something I'm always going to be impressed about when I see the fact that we're heading into phase 2 of the game, and then we're still seeing 16 teams still alive, 60 players still alive. We've only lost a couple players here and there. You just know it's scrappy fights, not too much of a hot drop. That is something that always intrigues me. And another thing that is quite surprising is seeing that zone now and seeing that the entirety of Los Leones is empty. It's a very good play, to be honest. But by the time that zone starts to move, if it starts to favor Los Leones, I'm afraid some of these teams would eventually have to run into that city that they're being so avoidant of at the moment.
I mean, who likes Los Leons? Just asking. Because it's so big, it's just big, it's too big, and then there's always someone camping. I don't blame the teams for not choosing it.
That makes two of us. But anyway, 10-11 looking to open the floodgates as we do see one knock already coming through. I see Jerbot, and of course he doesn't have a picture. 10-11. 10-11. Because when I saw Jerbot on the squad, I'm like, is this the same Jerbot that I know, or is it just someone who is playing with that name? But I guess I'll try to find out, later on. In the chat, if anyone is here, let me know who that player really is. But 10-11 will get their first elimination. He does go up to Monkey 404. Okay, actually, I'm surprised he didn't go for Monkey as one of the players there. Try bot.
But it's quite interesting, to be honest. He's somehow surviving all the time. You'll just see it. When everyone is just getting knocked, Bot is somewhere in a smoke, hiding, maybe behind a car. Yeah, you'll see it for yourself. I'm hoping I'm right. I'm really hoping I'm right.
We'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. We're on the northern edge of the graveyard here where we see the players there from ALPHASIEGE going up against 10-11. We already have Monkey heading up towards the push there. The information is already being spread there by Scoops. I don't know if it is Scoops or if it is Scoops. But regardless, whichever one it is, Grenade's already looking to come outside, trying to ward Monkey back. And I believe that will be Monkey's call to retreat. I'm not going to focus too much, at least not on that angle. 10-11 will catch another member there from ALPHASIEGE, and I believe that will force them to play a little bit more passively, seeing that they've already lost 2 players in that engagement. They're still up on that northern edge. 10-11 not want to back down from a fight, so you will know that they're looking for the last 2 players. Their light will get thirsted in the meantime. Monkey looking for that off angle, and not quite getting it just yet as Scoop starts to spray down. Doesn't quite get that player out of the vehicle, but is inching closer and closer. The information will be spread there from 10-11, and you can already see them finding those angles and starting to push up the mountain.
Oh, but come on, Bot. You see, he's the one going for it. And yes, see? What do you want to say to me?
I'll still say it's good team play. It really is still good team play.
He's always surviving.
He's always the last one. Well, we'll see about that one. I mean, game is already getting started. Zaga trying to make the run for it. I do not know 10-11 to be that team to allow that one come through. 4 eliminations to their name. We're going to be saying goodbye to ALPHASIEGE as we lose our first team at the start of phase 3. Zone does move away, 10-11. A team we know that likes to do that late rotate, so I'm not too surprised they will start to move, start to make their move down a little bit later than everyone else, and that did pay out well for them. We do see Blackjack Esports on the elimination field with Angry Mash taking the first knock towards the side there of Noxious. It does look like the trade will be found there, and that is something that is characteristic of all these more experienced teams there. The instance you knock down one of their players, there is another player there to just give you that a taste of your own medicine. But it doesn't look like Noxious are looking to back down just yet. It's just one player they've lost so far, and they're still looking to bring the heat towards the side of Blackjack Esports.
It's not that easy to push BJE. I can promise you that. When you get a knock on BJE, it's quite the opposite. When they knock you, they'll push you. Quite the opposite. But for them, when you knock them, it's really hard. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing them pull off that revive, though. It's only going to be a matter of time. We do have Active Gaming coming in through for a little bit of third-party action, so that does put NOXIOUS in a little bit of a pinch there. They've already lost 2 players. The building they're currently situated in is one that is quite easy to gatekeep. You can already see there's so many mountains surrounding those buildings that someone is going to be always watching down to see when you choose to leave those buildings there. But anyway, Gods of War up against Dream Team. Dream Team, I have to say, I'm very impressed to see that they made it into the finals. They're one team that I whenever I see Dream Team play, I would always have something to say about them. So, hopefully they give me something good to say about them today, as we do see them starting to launch those things towards the side of Gods of War. Here comes Sad, coming in through from the side, doesn't quite make it through. Lola's grenade would land again, and Fatal falls. And we do see the guy there, the N1, looking to just hold it on. And here comes the shotties, though. There's grenades, though, in the hands of Lola. They've thrown 2. That one does seem to be on the money. And 2 players would fall. Dream Team holding up as a 3-man squad. And Lola definitely doing the hurt onto the side of Gods of War.
Gods of War. I'm liking Lola's grenades. I call them Kobe's. That's what we call Kobe's. He's getting good Kobe's. I want to comment about his name. Why did he call himself Lola?
Well,
the
if
picture.
Lola's in the chat, we would like to know. To be honest, I know there are times where people would catfish their names. Then it used to be a strategy to get people to add you, but I'm not going to dwell too much on that point.
No, just that the name and the picture, he's not smiling, and it's Lola. It's Lola. Like, it's a cute name. Smile a bit. But
you
it's
know what?
okay.
I'm gonna push that one to Dream Team. Tell them, hey, Dream Team, you gotta work on your period pictures. Tell Lola to smile more. Damn.
Yeah, match his name. No, yeah, he has to match his name.
Zone definitely not doing the best, though, pushing us all the way towards that northwestern edge. G3 is situated quite beautifully in that circle. And they already see Active Gaming, though, as a 2-man squad, now as a 1-man, looking to do quite the number of damage. 4v4M still alive on this one, looking to take out Active Gaming from different angles. They do have one of the players there handicapped, so I believe that is going to be their one elimination that they will be holding on for the time being. Deep-rooted into that blue zone, Patinho has to find a way into that circle, as you girls see him going for that push-up again, trying to prevent that revive from coming through. 4v4M, they would have to react to this one as quickly as possible.
4v4. I don't know what to say about 4v4. I told you they have a fan base. I'm going to look at the chat later, and I'm going to see a fan base there for 4v4. They somehow end up always being the final teams. Somehow, I don't know, they don't engage in fights early. You can see they're outside the zone at the moment. They are just wasting, not really wasting, but probably it's part of their strategy to buy time, just avoid the early fights. They're trying to get inside the zone and maybe engage in the last fights.
Yeah, but then when we start to look at that phase 4 circle, it starts to hurt, and then you start to think about the amount of utilities, or should I say the amount of medkits, heals that you have to use at that point in time, and if you're spending so much time out in the circle or out in the blue, you do know that you have to spend most of those, utils, and by the time you eventually get into the circle to make the real fight, it puts you in a very tough spot. But anyway, why so serious? Looking to find revenge onto their knocked players there, as Jex is still down on the floor. Blackjack Esports would be the ones that are taking those damage on towards them. It does look like Blackjack would find another route into the circle, but 10-11 on the meantime, looking to get started with the players there from REV. I forgot what the name was, so we're just going to flow along with that insignia there. Bam Bam looking to open up the fuse. The grenades getting sent out. It's a good one onto Sleepy, but those building walls would be acting so well for support. Bam Bam falls. The grenade lands, and that is the trade. Jerebot's got those grenades cooking up on towards the side, looking to send another one out through. It's looking on the money for Aspect. Doesn't quite get it. Aspect has got a grenade of his own. Down he goes. That's the Kobe here, isn't it, Mitch?
That's a Kobe. Let's go. It's bots, by the way. That's bot with the Kobe's. I have to say
it's putting it in. He is doing in the damage. 10-11 though, still have a little bit of a mountain to climb. Maybe not too much of a mountain anymore. Grenades currently being sent into the building, but the players there from REV currently find themselves outside. Jarebots looking to just heal up a little bit, but the grenades, they're just too good from
Mm-hmm.
10-11. Through the windows, the shots will be found. There comes the water fountain. If you're thirsty in Miramar, 10-11 has got water for you as they continue to obliterate the lobby. Up here on the northeastern edge, they've lost just the one player in Bam Bam, but they would continue to make their move into the circle. G3 once again still have a very strong position in that circle, and that circle would close up on towards their position again. If you're out in the blue right now, you are wrong. Lola getting spotted there by the players there from Royal Academy, and down he goes. There is no surviving that, but there's the trade. A little bit of help coming in through, but the blue zone doing a whole lot of damage here. G3 now start to put their names on the elimination field, and the same thing can be said about Invincibles as we start to see a lot of engagements happen on that southern edge of the circle.
You're saying it. You're saying it. We can see teams losing it the zone. You can see the teams getting knocked. A whole Royal Academy team is getting knocked just by the zone. The late rotation, 4 before, same thing. They're doing the late rotation again, and we can see the zone is doing it for them. They are getting knocked. They're losing players by the counts just because of the zone. This is not looking good for them at all.
This is something that we mentioned. It's really
Mm-hmm.
easy to lose track of where you currently are in the game. And this is where you need a little bit of game awareness to kind of know that, you know what, right now this is phase 5, this is stage 5. That circle, the blue damage is gonna hurt even more. So you want to know that even if you're wiping a squad outside the circle, you do not have that much of a time, that much of a luxury to stay outside in the
Mm-hmm.
blue zone and start to see what you can find or the goodies that you can get from a crate. You just want to make sure you're getting those rotations right on the money. Down on the south, which I mentioned, we still have the side there of Aura Esports looking to take the fight towards the side there of Why So Serious. They're looking to get closer and closer. It is a fight that if I were to be Aura Esports, I would say take that fight towards your left hand side, take it now, so you can finish it on time. They've got 20 seconds to make it into the circle. Grenades already popping out there as Aura Crusader, definitely not one with a driver's license. As we're starting to see the push coming through now, there's a little bit of third-party action as Team Quantum find themselves around in this area as well. Monclisi, grenade in hand, is prepped up closely, sends it out, but it's a little bit off the target.
It's quite unfortunate that they have a team member who has no license. They almost lost one of their players just because of that, just because of the vehicle flipping. And just seeing players still playing outside the zone is still crazy that they want to get some damage on their enemy teams instead of focusing on that rotation. You can see Aura now with the late rotation. They're getting knocked there as they try to make it to the zone. It's really quite unfortunate. Same to Quantum player there, Kwa. Still losing because of the zone. I don't know why people tend to fight outside the zone. It's really not working for them at this point. So you can see they're trying to get to the zone. The teams in the zone here are making it hard for them to come towards the zone.
Definitely,
Quite
it does start
unfortunate.
getting a little bit tricky there. Aura Esports, though, I
It
like
is.
to play. They did that late rotation, and now they're the ones that are doing
Mm-hmm.
the gatekeeping. Not gonna lie, that
Mm-hmm.
is quite impressive to see from them. But here comes Invincibles, though, sending those grenades towards the side there of TERRORSIX Wakanda. The grenades are good. The back and forths are there. But more, none of the grenades will find the knock just yet. Rage is still down, but the grenade continues to be sent. It's down the bottom of that hill, so it's going to be a little bit harder to get those grenades on the money as TERRORSIX enjoy the advantage of the terrain that they have for the time being.
Mm. This is, I love to see it. Team Invincibles, you mentioned them. We can see they're really holding their ground here, getting a couple of knocks on TERRORSIX. Very hard name to say, by the way. We can see
Paramore.
Molly's there flying. Let's go.
And I just gotta say, Paramore is Nexus, by the way, so in case you're wondering, who is that guy? But here comes the jump shot, though, from Quila.
Let's go.
Sends them back into the lobby, and Invincibles would have to hold on to the rest of the game as a 3-man squad. The revive onto Rage, I do not know how plausible it is. Aura Esports does seem to be on their necks at the moment. Definitely not going to be something that will be happening at all anymore. We're down to the final 5 squads. G3 looking to get started now. 5 eliminations to their name. Serpent has got 2, and more grenades being sent out. We do see 10-11 still holding on to there, and Monkey now has to face off against 2 members there from G3. Grenades in the hand, and we do know when these players start to equip those grenades, it starts to do dirty damage numbers.
But G3 is having it hard. No, they already have a knock just in front of them. Molly's flying in from 10-11 there. Gorilla with the flank. Good stuff. But still,
That's
my
good.
money is on bot. My money is on bot. I am not changing.
Look at that. 1v1 here. Serpent
Ah.
going up against Monkey. DBS in the handle, but here comes the rest of G3. I love the play coming in through from G3, but one knock is going to be what they would suffer as Monkey is good for one. Definitely an elimination that might count in those leaderboards at the end of the day. 10-11 indeed, as you said. Jaibot does one way or the other find a way to be the last one alive. Indeed, he was, but will go down at the time being. Serpent, the last one left for G3, cannot hold up against that team, Blackjack Esports, the team that we spoke about, Chinese, and the rest of Blackjack Esports, getting that first winner chicken dinner of the day. And if no one else is happy, I am pretty sure that Mitch is somewhere dancing and rejoicing about this winner chicken dinner.
I definitely am. I put my money on BJE, no?
So I guess that is,
there we go.
I guess that is Mitch to what are we gonna call the team now? Just Noobs.
Oh no. We are upgrading. I just made the right call on BJE. I'm no longer a noob now. I'm a professional esports. What do we call them? I can now see talent. Just find me somewhere, I'll tell you.
There we go. We're adding analyst to the name there for Mitch. But talk about a winner chicken dinner coming in through from Blackjack Esports. To be honest, I wouldn't have seen that game going towards them. I actually did see G3 having a better game as compared to Blackjack Esports. But hey, the winner chicken dinner does not lie. Blackjack Esports, Chinese, as you pointed out, one of the players there with the most eliminations coming in through. 4 eliminations, 4 knocks, 500 damage from just that player. Definitely know why Mitch has got hard money on them. Because you know that player definitely wants to show you the damage and do the numbers.
Exactly. I actually want to say for every time BJE gets their elimination, we need likes on this live stream because the likes are lacking. But yes, we can see BJE, my team that I put my money on, has not disappointed, and we can see that they have done their best. And I can say I'm a proud analyst as of now. I'm very proud.
Definitely one that you should really be proud about that one though. 11 eliminations and a winner chicken dinner, 21 points that they will be able to secure from that first game of the day. We look at the head-to-head here, 10-11, doing quite the number. They were able to get themselves 10 eliminations, 13 knocks. Unfortunately, not quite able to capitalize on all 13 knocks, but still 10 eliminations, 2,100 damage, just a little bit above of that is wonderful damage to be put up by a team in the first game of the finals.
Crowns, please, I'm asking you, send my money. Thank you. I bet on BJE and 10-11. Look at what is happening right now. Just see what is happening. Even if 10-11 did not get to win, you can see the amount of damage they dealt the whole game. That's crazy.
Definitely, I would say they were being a definite menace to the team, and this is why I said Monkey should have been your player there from 10-11, and I guess the player that I should have picked from Invincible should have been Quila. And to be honest, Quila, I have to say these are impressive numbers. I hope you stay consistent with that one. So I'll give you your flowers for this one. 5 eliminations coming in through, 541 damage. That is crazy number. But man, when you have the likes of Monkey 404 doing 969 damage with 4 eliminations, it almost wants to count that out. But man, what a play that we did see from those two players there. I mean, Quila with that jump shot towards the end, wonderful. Monkey with the grenades, we saw a lot of Kobe's coming in through from that player. And look at those damage numbers there, bro. Damn.
Crazy. It is crazy. But 10-11 is definitely shining. I didn't even expect active gaming. They actually got a good amount there on the damage. They did a really good job. So commend them on that. Even though they lost their 2 players as the first zone, they still did something in the end.
I think on this chart, active gaming is going to be the G3 with the 225 damage down towards that left-hand side. But we did see G3 do themselves quite the number. I believe we'll be seeing the top 4 teams or to focus on, and definitely we're looking at teams that we did call out. The active gaming there, once again, I'll point out that is G3. But that is G3 out there in fourth. We did see them use quite a number of turbos, surviving, doing a whole lot of damage. 1,545 damage. That is beautiful numbers coming in through. I do have to mention that teams that we did point out find themselves on this top 4. We had Mitch call out the side of 10-11 and the players there from Blackjack Esports. We see both teams on there. We have the side of G3 that I called out and Invincibles. Both teams also being up in that top 4 before. So that is definitely something
Mm-hmm.
that we're really looking forward to. 56 total elims
Definitely.
coming in through from the entire game, 7,315 healing. Not too surprised. That is what happens when we do have a lot of teams staying in that blue zone. 11 or 19 revives coming in through. And to be honest, I do have to say 19 revives coming in through shows just how quickly these teams are thirsting those knockdowns the instance they get
Mm-hmm.
them.
Mm-hmm. Scoring. Okay, okay. Honestly, there's not even much to say there. All I can say is I'm hoping that every team that actually did not get to make it to the top four can look at this, placement points and elimination points and just decide what they're going to do as of the next game and for the games that are coming, because we have some teams that lost quite early, and I don't think they put any points to their games, especially from the 9th to 16th team. You can see only 0 points, and maybe they had 0 eliminations. I'll probably ask them to, pull up their socks.
Yeah, definitely. Pull up your socks, dust off
Mm.
your M416s, because this is not small money that we're going out for. I mean, $150 in total for the prize
Mm-hmm.
pool, 67.5 going up to first position, second place with 45, third with 30, and of course the remaining $5 going over there to the MVP of the tournament. And we're already starting to see some players start to cement their names in those MVP rankings, and we look forward to seeing a little bit of battle for that
Mm-hmm.
MVP, because in as much as it is a team game, it's still something where we have to talk about the individual prowess and just how good some players can be individually.
Sure. They forgot to put Mitch on the prize pool.
Ah. Well, we'll think about that one. Jesse, if you're hearing, that is something we're looking to add there. But anyway, we've started off with Miramar. We'll be heading into Erangel soonest in just a matter of time. We're going into Sanhok, and we'll be closing things off in the map there of Erangel. We should have shown all of this before the game started, but hey, when Miramar says, hey, the action has started, the action will indeed get started there. So Miramar, we already see it going out towards the side there of Blackjack Esports. Who is going to take that title there for Erangel? That is something that we've got our mind on. We will not be making any predictions for now until we get into that next game. But for the time being, this is how the schedule is going to be for day one of the grand finals there of the Clatter of Clans. But that being said, Game 1 done and dusted. Miramar, the Sandy Dunes, we're going to be saying bye-bye to it as we'll be heading into more colorful terrain. But do not go anywhere. We will be right back with more Clatter of Clans action. I will see you guys soon in the map of Erangel. See you soon.
BRB.
Take that. Take that. Now. Take that. Take them. Now. Take them. 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 Now.
Hello and welcome back to the Clatter of Clans. I want to say season 22 so bad, and this time I think I'm going to dwell on it because 22 seasons already in the Clatter of Clans. I can remember when we were on season 1. Oh, just like yesterday. But anyway, hi Mitch, how are you feeling after game 1?
Hi, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling victorious because I am now the new renowned analyst for PUBG. It's just that they haven't heard of me yet. But as of now, I am excited. I'm happy. I can't express it. But please do it for me. Big smile, please. Crowns.
All right, we're
Where's the
getting
smile?
there. We are getting there. Game 1 was Miramar. You know what is sad? What is sad is the fact that I spoke about the map order before we went to break, and right now I'm like, wait, are we going into Erangel? Are we going to Sanhok? I think we're going into the map there of Erangel, if I'm not mistaken. And indeed, it is Erangel. We're locked in and loaded. We're already in the map already. We're looking to get there real soon. I do not know if we've got leaderboards from that first game. Before we head on to the map itself. But I'm going into Erangel here, Mitch. Who would you say you're keeping your eye out on in terms of teams?
When it comes to Erangel, I'd say Team Invincibles. They somehow know Erangel more. Their rotation, they will take Erangel for sure. If they do not, then don't tell PUBG I failed. But if they do not take for this game, that is Erangel, then I can give it to 4B4M. Yeah.
All right. I keep my fingers crossed, and we would see what we've got here on the map of Erangel. To be honest, I would take the cheat way out and not select any team for the map here of Erangel. Reason being, I expect that Erangel will be that map that everybody should know like the back of their hands, and I do not know which one I know the best, if it's the back or if it's the front of my hands. But regardless, you should know it regardless. But that playing path does look to be quite nice. Takes all the way from that northwestern edge of the circle down towards the southeast of Novo Repnonye. So definitely going to be allowing for a lot of drop locations there. Quite interested to see that Blackjack Esports are going for Zarki there, and 1011 have chosen to not go for that one. I think we'll be seeing them headed towards Yasnaya Poliana instead. So that is something that straight off the bat, I'm glad to see, to know that these teams have played against each other so much, to know how they can respect those drop locations there. So that is a good way to get started in the map here of Miramar, of Erangel, and that will keep our fingers crossed. No.
Yes, of course, but we'll definitely see fights happening as early as the first zone. That's for sure. Erangel has that one thing where people have the same landing spots. For some weird reason, they want to land together. Maybe because they think Rozok has a lot of loot or Novo has a lot of loot, but we'll definitely have some early fights, and I'm here for that. You can see where Dream is going right now. They have a team next to them. You can see Quantum, So Serious, TER. All these teams are just landing close to each other, so I'm definitely expecting fights as early as the first zone.
Yeah, which is quite surprising to be honest. Dream Team, I know them to be a team that likes to land towards that ferry pier area of the map, somewhere closer to the bridge. But it does look like they've drawn a little too closer towards the side of Active Gaming, and of course, Active Gaming will be capitalizing on that one, already sending back one of the players there from Dream Team into the lobby. And this is one thing that I keep saying, but I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. Dream Team, I want today to be the first day I'm gonna stream, and I'm not going to beat you up on anything. But anyway, we do already have our live leaderboards on that right hand side. We can already start to see just how many points everyone was able to gather. But I do not know how correct that is. 10-11 having 0 points in total. I know they did do 10 eliminations at least in that first game of the day, so they probably should be ranked a little higher up. But anyway, we'll continue keeping an eye out on that as it starts to get better, or well, hopefully it gets better. We can see the terms of eliminations gotten so far. That one is quite on the money.
Of course. I'm also confused. I actually wanted to ask you how is 10-11 in Hash 14, and they had like 10 eliminations. They had a good position there, and it's good to actually see some other teams that we did not see them doing much, but somehow they're up here. I hope the stats are correct because
No, it's not.
Aura is there. I don't know if it's correct or not, but. It's a good gap. It's a really good gap. It's interesting. Or the gap from Hashwan to the last guy, it's too big. I don't know if those guys will catch up, but this is PUBG. We can never predict what these teams can do. They can
I
change at
mean,
any moment.
we know for one G3 did not get 43 points in that first game, so that is one way to to kind of know that that is not very accurate at the time being. But
Yeah.
anyway, Revenants Africa. Now I've got your name in my head, locked and loaded, so I will not be forgetting anymore. And we just see Revenants Africa are currently holding up as we see them looting towards that farm area of the map. 10-11 going to be in Yasnaya. We've got the side of Royal Academy around the ruins area of the map. Severn is going to be held by Aura Esports, and I do not want to believe Aura Esports is previously or is the team that was previously known as Foul Play, but I'll confirm those digits on those names later on. Blackjack Esports in Zaki, Gods of War out there in northwestern yes, not sorry, northwestern Jojopo. Yeah, there we go. On the northeastern Jojopo, we've got 4B4M. Down towards the south of Jojopo, we have the players there from Invincibles. Out towards Gatka, we have Why So Serious. Around the outskirts of Gatka and the Quarry, we have the players there from Quantum and TERRORSIX Wakanda. And we have a little bit of ALPHASIEGE Siege looking to pull up towards that position as well. Noxious on your screen, we're seeing them chilling around the shelter area of the map and the outskirts, with G3 holding out there in Muta Power. We'll be having active gaming down on the military island. They will be sharing the sports with the counterpart there of Dream Team.
Something interesting is about to happen from where I'm watching this right now. Revenants, they are holding the bridge that is next to Novo there. We are definitely going to see some fights happening there because of they possibly want to hold the slots, the bridge. So we might have a fight happening there. I can hear just coming from Quantum there. We can see they're engaging in a fight now against Alpha. Team Alpha is just passing around. We can see a knock there. That's actually a second knock, and that is it for Team TER. Is it Terrorsics? Terrorsics Wakanda. Oh my god, that name. It's really not giving me. It's not giving it.
Or maybe that is why they're back in the lobby. I guess Mitch did not like it anymore. But anyway, that is one way to get
Uh,
out and back into the lobby. Erangel, definitely not something I'm expecting to see. I sincerely do not like seeing fights in the early phases. At least not even. I would like to see fights, but not fights that sends a whole team or sends your whole team into the lobby. But unfortunately that one has already happened. Dream Team still looking to fight this out. Battle for land rights there with the side of Active Gaming. Patino looking for that 1v1. He's got the S12K. His opponent has got the DBS in hand, but I believe there's a little bit of an off angle. Nova able to find one player down. Lola though taking shots from the side, quick to the drop shots, and he's going with the DBS. Finds the knock on Gure. Aegon gonna be trying to hold down the forwards, but he's down to a slither of HP. He would fall as well. Dybala, the cavalry, coming in through from Active Gaming, but is it a little too late? Sad is still not revived. Low. It's going to be Lola up against Dybala, who's trying to look for those shots there, but cannot find it for the time being. Lola able to swap it, and there comes two players. From the side is going to be Nova and Active Gaming. Get sent back into the lobby first. So Sorry make that second. 15th position with definitely not more than one elimination. Good to go, Dream Team. Now, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh, they are not disappointing you this time. They have smoked out Active Gaming real fast. Their previous day was fast is what, so I guess they changed it, and it was the right decision for now, because how fast they've been taken back to lobby, that's too much. Yes, they got to take one of the players from Dream Team back to lobby, that is Archer. But luckily for them, Dream Team, your team, I'm guessing it's your dream team. But yeah, they seem to be doing the right thing tonight. They're not disappointing you in this second game. So let's see how far they can get by the end of the game.
Definitely, that is something I'll keep my eye out on. Active Gaming, I do have to give them a little bit of brunt. I feel like it was an unnecessary fight, but definitely I
Mm-hmm.
can understand why you'd want to take that fight. You already got the first knock, you're feeling confident, or we can take out the entire team. But I know Active Gaming probably were looking to land in the military base. Getting distracted by another team that is out there on that military island is definitely not the play. Because I mean, left to me, if you're landing on the military island, I believe you're one of those teams who should prioritize getting looted up fast. I mean, look at this from Lola, the quick drop to that drop shot, preventing and blocking out anything that has to do with that off angle. Anti DBS there, boom, to the face. Argon trying to come through, but that support coming in through from Nova was absolutely wonderful to say the least. And Dybala, unfortunately, when you've got two guns facing up against you, there's only so much you can do, as we did see him get taken out there. Real Academy Gaming still out there in the ruins area of the map, looking to have a little bit of fun. We've got Invincibles just out on the outskirts, looking to draw in closer from that northwestern side of the circle.
I want to say I'm not surprised with this fight happening this early. I am not surprised. I had to put it there. This is Erangel. People learn together. We have the fight happening so early. There's nothing we can do about that as of now. We can just watch them, comment them. I am looking for these DBS players. We want to see more of Lola. We want to see more of the DBS, because I was one of the people who was vouching for PUBG to remove DBS from the game,
To remove
because
it.
yeah, there was a time someone hit me with a DBS and then my game glitched and then my character
Oh,
became bald. So there's no
damn.
way I'm letting that gun stay.
I,
It's not
I think the
normal.
only reason I think the only reason why I want the DBS to stay is because someone hasn't really used the DBS against me. I
Uh-huh.
would say I count myself as one of the lucky few. I face people that probably have got like the UMPs and the Uzis and the M4s. I definitely have
Mm-hmm.
not really gone up against the DBS in such a way that it gets me so pissed. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
the players, if I were to be in this lobby, I know that is something that I would eventually have to do. 10-11 looking to receive a little bit of visitors. They do have this idea of 4v4M just out on the outskirts of Yasnaya Poliana. The zone is not one that is quite decided yet. It's still out there towards that eastern side of the map. We look forward to seeing where the next circle is going to come from. And this is where things starts to get a little bit slow, because really, ideally, at this time of the map, I still expect to see all squads alive. But with respect to the hot drops that has happened so far, we've lost two teams already, done and dusted. We're down to 52 players, 14 teams in the lobby. Right now, it's going to be quite tricky because, as an IGL, or, in those different teams that are currently playing, they're used to this time where there's still so many players alive. Now it becomes a question of what part of the map is actually free. If there were to be
Mm-hmm.
more players alive, then they know that okay, this part of the map is most likely not free. We'll probably meet fights when we're going somewhere here, but you gotta wander into some parts of the zone now. You wouldn't see people, and then it starts getting a little bit confusing and might just obstruct how well you're going to play the map of Erangel. and I'd like to see how these IGLs are going to maneuver with or with this current situation that they currently have.
True. I'm actually waiting to see the fight against 4B4M and 1011. They have been in fights for a while. I have seen a couple of their fights together, and somehow they end up uh, going away from each other. Either they lose each other, each of the teams will lose two players, or one of the teams will lose all the players, leaving one standing, and then everyone will just retreat. They will not push, they will not engage at all. So I don't know if that's going to be the same thing right now, but if it is, I want to see it. I don't want to say it's because I didn't put my money on bot. It's still there, but not there. But yeah, you can see bot right now is moving around. He's not there. The whole 10-11 is avoiding this fight. Good strategy actually from the IGL. Engaging this early, you need the points. It's the finale. You need to focus on your position, your kill points. You need to be smart about the fights you're taking. Is it worth it? My teammate has been taken back to lobby. Is it really worth it to continue this fight? I'm hoping to see that now that, yes, you've said we've lost already two teams, TERRORSIX and the Active Gaming. I'm sure they're frustrated as of now because it's too early to go back to lobby. Too early. The zone hasn't gone to the third zone, or the second is not even done, and you're already in lobby. It's quite disappointing, especially for the IGLs. I know they feel disappointed, but it happens. It's part of the game.
I mean, that would be a great time to watch, us on the stream, hear us cast and hear us tell them what they did wrong. So definitely, that is something that, as much as they do not like, it could be helpful for them. We hope they're able to take the lessons that they've learned coming through from this game and apply it in all the other games to come. Zone does look to have gone a little bit towards the south, or sorry, towards the center. Centered up quite nicely. Potato Hill is still empty for the time being, a place that I would not recommend to be left empty. I see a lot of teams heading towards that center of the circle. I think we can already start to see that meta coming in through. Many of these teams like to be close to that center of the circle so they can assure themselves about the next possible circle. I mean, we did see that work quite well for G3 in the last game. Unfortunately, got a little bit carried away. They had to put too much energy into fighting the side of 10-11, rightfully so. And that probably one of the reasons why they didn't get that chicken dinner there. But hey, still worked out well for them. Many of these teams already finding their way towards the center of the circle. Everyone has found themselves quite the position to hold for the time being. So it's nothing too stressful for the teams right now. Everyone's just holding where they think is a very strong position in the game. And they will be holding that until the next couple of circles.
It's interesting that your dream team is still outside the zone, even as the zone has already shifted. They're, taking the time, trying to get towards the zone. Already, other teams are in zone. They might have it hard if they don't get the right compound. They'll have, third parties here and there. YC Series finally engaging in a fight. We have seen a knock there. They're going against the ALPHASIEGE team. One of the two players actually are down. That is Light and Scoops. They've been taken back to lobby. We should push happening right now that they've taken back two of their players. And surprise, they have a team just behind them teams, Revenants AF and BJE. My Chinku guy is around. Let's see how he takes these fights now.
She said, my Chinko guy. How about that one? I wouldn't expect teams to go out against each other, maybe unless they get like two knocks. Right now they will still be in that that information gathering phase where they and you can already see Chinese just falling back because now he's gone to scout towards that southern side, and now he knows there is X number of teams, or there's at least two teams who are on this side of the circle. So if the zone does move, they know how they're gonna approach the circle, know if they want to go take that fight or do a little bit of third-party action or not. So that is definitely a smart play coming in through from them. Majority of the teams already heading toward that center of the circle. Something that I really like. Everyone is holding quite the position, and going into the next phases, I'm pretty sure these teams will know how to maneuver their way, at least towards the center of the circle. We do know that those teams are aware of each other. Why so risky? Or sorry, why so serious? Already knows about the players there from ALPH. What are they? Alpha? I mean,
ALPHASIEGE.
But anyway, yeah, ALPHASIEGE. So they're pretty much aware of their position. Revenants Africa are also aware of that position as well. So you can already tell that those teams out there, they're pretty much aware of themselves. But one team that is not aware of themselves, or they've been following themselves all day up towards that north, if you look at it, you see 10-11 and 4B4M. We did see 10-11 take their early fights quite well in the last game of Myanmar. We would they be able to replicate the same thing out here in Erangel? And it's looking like yes might be the answer as Jerbot finds that first knock onto the side of 4 and puts a pin in their rotation there. And 4 do not want any of that smoke. You see them in that vehicle, they will continue to drive on like they have not just lost one player.
Exactly. This is what I was saying. Is the fight worth it? Do we really want to continue engaging in this fight? Or are we going to retreat? And 4v4M have done exactly that. I believe the IGL is a smart person right now, is feeling, smart. But yeah, it's really a good call. I wouldn't advise anyone taking fights that are not worth it, especially if you've lost one of your teammates. I'd avoid that fight at all costs. Unless it's a team I'm thinking, we can probably take this team. I was advising them, not really advising, I'm a bot. But when they were doing the preparatory scrims, I told them that this is like a chance for them to learn their opponents. Is this a team I can fight? Is this a team that I cannot take a fight against? All that they could have learned that just from the preparatory scrims. You can see they're coming aggressively. That's how I came to understand BJE's gameplay and 10-11 when I was making my bet, because I saw how they were taking the scrims there. They were using that as a learning tool.
Yeah, definitely. You want to grab your information and do your research on the teams, to be honest. And, if you're going into a lobby where you know the likes of 10-11, Blackjack Esports, where you have top fragging teams currently in the lobby, well that, when we're going for rotations, we want to avoid some path that some of those teams might be taking. Like 4v4M, I was, completely surprised to see that their choice of rotation path would be through Yasnaya, knowing that that is a spot that 10-11 would like to land in. So if at all you're going to pass through Yasnaya, you want to make sure you're passing through Yasnaya. But we did see 4v4M stop. They stopped to loot up there in Yasnaya, and eventually on their way out, they did get caught up by 10-11. But thankfully for them, they only lost one player. The zone does move down towards that southwestern edge. And man, if I say it now, it's going to be like I'm being proud. You should have held Potato Hill when you had the chance. Because right now,
True.
Potato Hill will be such a strong position to hold up towards that northern side of the circle.
Why are you calling it Potato Hill?
It looks like a potato. If you zoom in on it, it looks like a potato. It is potato Hill.
Okay, if you say so. We can see a team coming in there. We can see why so serious, just passing by where we have BJE, but they're not engaging in this fight really. G3 and Noxious have been engaging in a fight. We can see Noxious has 2 players down. Serpent, your player, with a push. Will this work for them? Will they get their win there? Lord has been taken back to lobby, and they are looking for the players there. 4v4 is down. What is happening? How many teams are passing by right now?
Yeah, 4v4M not quite able to get their rotations just right in check there.
Definitely.
They will lose one more player again to the side there of 10-11. Make that 2 more as they're down to just the final player. I think G3 had a little bit of those engagements. They will not be taking the fight just yet. And we're already seeing everyone else make it into the circle. I'm trying to look at where Dream Team is. Okay, they finally made it onto ground. They might be facing up towards the side there of, I believe that is Revenant Africa real soon. We'll keep a close eye on that engagement and see if that continues to happen. 3 eliminations to 10-11. All 3 going to Mitch's favorite player there, Jair, but definitely one player to keep an eye out on at this time of the game.
We can see Kobe's there flying in. We have a good fight here. BJE and Royal Academy. I don't know which team to vouch for right now, but we can see that nades are flying in. Kobe's, of course, no damage has been registered yet. Players are just getting quite some damage, not that much damage, but everyone is trying to get a knock there from their nades. Will there be a Kobe? I am always here for the Kobe's. I need one Kobe, and that is it. But Royal Academy are definitely planning the push here. BJE shifted their location. They were in this building, but they seem to have gone to the next one. A lot is happening right now. I want to see what Royal Academy is going to do, because the moment BJE gets a knock, and I told you this, they will go for that push. As soon as they get their knock, we will see a push.
And definitely that definitely has to happen. We already see them prepping the nades. And one thing I would give Royal Academy the flowers for is definitely the fact that they're avoiding windows. Trying to avoid those positions where those grenades could creep into. And while we see Blackjack Esports just awaits their intro knock, we start to see Dream Team taking their own fights on towards that southern edge of the circle. hopefully we might be graced to see that fight that is happening on those lost buildings of Erangel. But we do see Blackjack Esports still holding on to the edge. And to be honest, I would say at least for the time being, maybe until the next circle shift, maybe try not to waste as much utils. Just a couple shots here and there, just to let the opponents know that you're still here. Because using all these throwables, you will not have enough troubles when you head towards the end of the towards the end game, because it's not a thing where it's just one team that is using all the throwables. We're having both teams exchange throwables. So even if you get to kill or take out the other team, you still wouldn't have enough throwables left. So you want to make sure that you're, I don't want to say managing the resources, but you're being resourceful when it comes to taking that engagement. But anyway, Dream Team already did lose 2 players. Down towards that southern edge to Revenant Africa. Oh, sorry, actually one more player to Revenant Africa. It's not going to be great times there for Dream Team at the moment there.
Your dream team is not having a good time. Just to say, BJE is actually sandwiched from every corner right now, apart from the lower side where we have the warehouses. On the top left, there is the SO Serious team. Just ahead of them, there is another team. I'm not sure. Yeah, Gods of War. They're also almost the same place where we have BJE and Royal Academy, and this might be a fight of reflexes right now. If they do not have good reflexes, anything can happen. From where Angry Mash is standing, he can be third party at any point. He's quite open. Anything can happen from the Gods of War team that are just behind him on the upper side of the hill, but it's all about luck for now.
Right now, it is all about the zone, because that zone has moved down towards the south, up towards the north. This northern building does not have everywhere in the circle, and to be honest, these 2 teams, Blackjack Esports and Royal Academy, now have to get ready for the storm of players that is going to be coming through from that northern edge of the circle. 10-11 looking to clear out the edges, and we finally get to see a little sneak peek as to what is going on here with Dream Team and the side there of Revenant Africa. There's a lot of teams that have come down towards the south because there isn't too many places with cover left in the circle. Revenant Africa, Sleepy, getting shot at from every single direction as we see the side here of So Serious coming in very, very close. Nova looking to have a grenade prep towards his position. Dream Team going to be trying to grab a little bit of third-party action from here. Hopefully they will be able to get themselves a couple more eliminations up on board. They do not have the numbers advantage, so that is something that is not too fun for them at the moment.
Definitely. And I'm sure right now they're crossing their fingers. The IGL is hoping he made the right call, because if this zone decides to shift and goes towards the team in the houses, they might have the worst game tonight if anything happens to this zone. I don't know what they're going to do, but it's going to be one heavy game for them.
You know what? I kind of see the zone going towards that southeast, somewhere close to the water. I like to see the water in the circle, give a little bit of chaos into the game here of Erangel. But anyway, Revenant Africa would lose 1 player. It does look like the revives are coming in through. Sleepy is going to be risking a whole lot just to grab that res, and it does look like that is something that they will be able to pull off. The players there from Royal Academy's gaming would be able to leave that building for the time being, as we do see G3 now looking to fight and defend up against the side here of 10-11, while the side here of Revenant look to hold up against Why So Risky. It's a good grenade to find that 1 knock. It is a little bit of a trade, but the numbers advantage is definitely not there. Not going to be playing out too well for the side there of Revenant Africa, as we see Gods of War looking to pull in closer as well into the vicinity.
We are seeing a lot of third-party fights happening right now. When Revenants was trying to get their knock there, we saw third parties. What's that?
Damn, the zone moving, favoring the side of Dream Team. Everyone's gonna have to keep moving up towards the north. We're gonna start to see the fights coming in through. Why So Serious? How they've not taken out the side of Revenant Africa remains a mystery to me. Or maybe Revenant Africa are just very good at surviving. We'll find out real soon. Grenades in this vicinity as 10-11. Oh, actually not 10-11. Gods of War coming crashing. Grenades being sent towards the top of the hill. And right now, Gods of War, with that 1 knock, I would expect for them to push up, capitalize on it. But no, they will let that revive come through. There's a whole lot of engagements going on in every part of the circle. It's so hard to keep up with just one, as everyone trying to rotate away, trying to see if they want to take that fight. There isn't too much spots to hold in the circle. So right now, if you do not have those smoke grenades, you will be having a whole lot of trouble settling in any part of this current circle.
True. Actually, the reason why we push is because we have a lot of teams coming in towards the zone. We have third-party fights taking place We can see even for Dream Team that is actually in a safe place, they're having a hard time even being in the zone there. Invincibles, Revenants Africa in a fight. Aura Esports, we have not had them the whole game, but we can see they're taking out ALPHASIEGE. I don't have a clear view of everything yet, but we can see the things they are coming
We're
in. It's
seeing
going to be
Blackjack.
crazy.
Blackjack, they're going for the Hail Mary rotation, and is this going to work out for them? They've sent it straight down to the southern edge of the circle, crashing into SO Serious, Dream Team, Revenant Africa, everyone who's on the south. And because these teams have gone for too much of a split, they cannot defend against that play that Blackjack just made. All things being considered, Blackjack should not have made that rotation. And to be honest, if that rotation actually ends up being the reason why Blackjack gets it back-to-back, I will not let the players there from Revenant, Dream Team, or Why So Serious rest, because that is not something that should have happened at all. In case you do not understand, Blackjack Esports is the blue icon on the south of the circle. They were where they used to be up towards the north. Like what Royal Academy is doing, that is where Blackjack was. And now they're down towards the south. How did everyone let that happen? And here comes the rest of the team. Gods of War now have to battle against the side of 10-11, who's making it into the circle. The side of Aura Esports are also making it into the circle, all from the same position. DBS in the hands of Monkey, good for one, but he's going to fall to the trade. Here comes the rest of 10-11, as this is as scrappy as it could get. Aura Esports is in the situation. Bleeding makes it in through. The shots are coming in through from Moneyken, but cannot kaput that player from the zone, from the vehicle, at least not yet. As Moneyken now, the last one left, 4-10-11, takes the shot from behind, N1 falls, and here comes Fatal as well, as he goes dropping down, but the zone, too strong, 10-11 falls, and we're down to the final 8 teams in the lobby.
Woo, that was good. I do not know what to say, but that was beautiful to watch. The fight was crazy there. Gods of War 10-11. Outrats every single team one taste of Gods of War, and they all got their taste. Is just crazy what is happening. BJ, I don't know how they made it there, to be honest. Went at the center, they passed between every single team, but because of the third fights, we had them making it through easily to that zone. The zone, and now it's 15, and BJE is safe. We can see they're trying to get some knocks there on Revenants. They have made it, they've gotten their knock. Royal Academy is still having a hard time. They're getting damage. They're moving towards the zone here. They're holding the middle side of the zone. It's just going to be crazy because everyone's to come to AE, and they need to go towards Dream Team too, meaning it's going to be a hard type of rotation for everyone here because two are holding the zone here. Two.
You know, I play Apex Legends, right? And there's this character there that is called Revenant. It kind of acts like a cockroach. And to be honest, the Revenant Africa squad right now are sincerely behaving like one. Because to be honest, I do not understand how they're still not eliminated. They're still alive, looking like they've got 7 lives. And that is a very beautiful DBS shot from Moncleese to take out the side of Aura Esports. But down to the final 5 teams, BJ is not letting it go. And to be honest, I see this game already going towards Blackjack. They have the numbers advantage. They have the cover advantage. They see everyone in the circle, stealing those eliminations anyhow. And you can just see them taking the shot. Oh no, Switch, you can't go down. But anyway, 5 eliminations in the blink of an eye. Blackjack Esports having a steal here. Dream Team still alive with 2. And the players there from Royal Academy squad, there is only so much they can do as they are taking so much blue damage. They will deny the points. Not going to be letting anyone take those eliminations. And we're down to the final 4v2. Dream Team up against the side of Blackjack Esports. And I know for one, Blackjack Esports very aware of that position being held by Dream Team. They've been able to loot boxes. They've got as much utilities. And here comes the grenades as they go up in this 4v2.
Ugh, I don't know who to put my money on this time, but we can see Dream Team is actually outnumbered. They have a 2-man army with just a whole team against them, and one team is already down. Sad is down, leaving just Nova. The Snake, will you be able to survive? The push is happening. I said BJE, if they knock you, they're coming in with the push, and they are not letting this thing slide, and that is it. Game number 2 is done. I don't know why I didn't put my money on BJE, but they have taken it home. They have taken it home.
as much as I am happy and as much as I am glad that Blackjack Esports have gotten that chicken dinner, I am heavily disappointed That rotation Blackjack made should not have happened. Why So Serious slept on it. Revenant slept on it. I can't even blame Revenant. Dream Team slept on it. But as much as I want to say it shouldn't have happened, I still have to give accolades to the IGL of Blackjack Esports. Because, hey, listen, it takes a whole lot of cojones to go, you know what, we're just going to send it straight to the shorelines and see what happens. We do say it, when you go onto the shorelines there of PUBG Mobile, the odds of you getting shot out from behind is quite low. And Blackjack Esports, to be honest, they played out so well. They made that rotation work. And to be honest, from the point that rotation worked, I said it. If they win this game, there's a couple teams I will blame. But that is a very ballsy rotation to make there coming in through from Blackjack Esports.
I'm still wondering what happened to Dream Team. They had the advantage. They were there earlier before anyone was there. They got to be there as the first team, but still somehow BJE. It's just BJE. I don't know what to tell them, but you should probably talk to the IGL. He disappointed you.
I tell you, for Dream Team, I would give them, and I'll cut them some flowers, cut them some slack actually. For this game, they did finish with about 8 eliminations, so that works even more than I would have expected from them. They started off the game already disadvantaged, lost one player in that early engagement with active gaming. They got the entirety of active gaming, 4 eliminations, and then they were still able to get themselves 4 more eliminations, even despite losing 1 more player. So at the same time, I can say Dream Team being as a 2-man squad probably allowed that rotation coming through from Blackjack Esports to be just as smooth, but nonetheless, I still expected it was so smooth. No one got shot at from Blackjack Esports. They literally just sent it into the circle there, and no one did stop them. I gotta give my condolences to all the teams who tried to make it in from that northeastern edge in terms of Aura Esports, Turn 11, Gods of War. They all went out in that chaotic engagement that we saw up there. 10-11 did get themselves, I believe, 8 eliminations before going down at the end. But nonetheless, it was a good game from them. Aura Esports not quite able to capitalize too much. They tried to run in through from the water, but Blackjack Esports already did realize where that last player was, and they did take that player out. But nonetheless, that was nothing short of a very beautiful Erangel game that we've just witnessed here, Mitch.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just to say, I think BJE made it because when we were looking at the fight at that moment, we saw Revenants was having a hard time. Gods of War were making it hard for Revenants. Why So Serious was making it hard for them. Everyone was focused on every single team that was there, that they could not notice BJE as they moved from their compound all the way to your potato hills. It was just crazy. It was easy for them. They made it. It looked easy. Probably, I'm sure they're commending themselves. I hope they are. But we've seen good game tonight. We've seen Gods of War. We have to commend Gods of War. For sure, they've tried.
To be honest, they did hold up quite nicely. And here comes Blackjack Esports team. Their Chinese not quite putting his name in terms of eliminations, but still the rest of the teams were there to step up to the challenge. 7 eliminations and a chicken dinner, 17 points in the bag, coming through from a 21-point game there for Miramar. Is there anyone who is going to stop the side there of Blackjack Esports from getting a 3rd chicken dinner? Because to be honest, at this point, it's starting to get outrageous. Quite ballsy play, courageous gameplay coming through from them, and it did play out well for them. They got to the edge of that of the shorelines, so they got to the shorelines with 0 eliminations at the time being, and they were still able to get themselves 7 eliminations to complete the game. I think they deserve their flowers for that one. It was a game and a half for them. Gonna give it to them. I see Angry Match on Switch doing in the numbers here, but Chinese, you cannot count him out. Definitely still did a little bit of damage in that game. 332. Not quite able to get those eliminations for the time being, but still did get the numbers up there. In terms of the head-to-head, we're looking at 10-11 once more. 10-11 not quite getting themselves into those top 3 rankings, but they continue to put up so much numbers up against even the top ranked team.
Yeah, that's really true. It's impressive. We saw them taking their fight there when they were leaving Yesnaya Poliana, and I think that might have given them the head start when it came to the early fights. They managed to survive. Also, when they were trying to come in again to the second zone, they had a second fight just at the edge, and I believe that is where they got enough damage because of the number of revives they had to deal with. BJE, we've seen them getting the damage there as they were trying to fight the teams that were surrounding them at that moment, where they had Why So Serious just on their right. They had Gods of War. They had teams surrounding them, and surprisingly, they still made it to the top. I'm still shocked. I won't even lie about that. I'm shocked.
Definitely. Dream Team did get themselves 8 eliminations in total and 6 going up to Nova himself. Finally, I'm pretty sure Mitch would be happy to see at least one player there from Dream Team with a little bit of a smile. People call that a smirk on his face. Joybot making it up here once more. 4 eliminations, 692 damage. But man, Nova with 1,000 damage. That is absolutely crazy numbers coming in through from a player there. Dream Team, I am very impressed. Or I'm quite glad to see that, you know, you guys are now able to balance your eliminations with a little bit of placement. You know, finishing second position with 8 eliminations, that is not a bad game at all. I've got to give you your flowers for that one. For 2 games in now, Dream Team, no blunts, no angry crowns for the time being. So we're still chilling here from Dream Team.
Lola is still not smiling, but I'm hoping he's smiling. You know, #2 is not that bad. It's really a good try there. We can see the damage across the teams. I'm quite impressed. It seems like Erangel teams are really trying to get it there because of the whole third party fights and the last zone. I'm still on that game against GOW 10-11. There we had a lot of damage being dealt from many teams, and we can see that right now. It's just it was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and when you even look at the side of Revenant Africa as well, you know, doing up to 1,300 damage too is just quite impressive, to be honest. That's 1,371 damage coming in through for Revenants there. 4 eliminations to go alongside it. That is not a bad game at all, not in my books. But talk about a way to play. This is how Erangel fared out. 80 throwables, used 16 total rescues. It just goes to show you just how much these revives are reducing. Everyone is thirsting their kills, their eliminations as quickly as possible. 58 total knocks, but only 16 were able to be revived there. That just goes to show that everyone is not playing around here. More trables being used. We've got 277 as the longest elimination distance coming in through from Lazy Man there from Aura Esports.
Oh, he's not lazy. How did he get a longest elimination distance 277 meters? That guy is not
Yes, he
lazy.
has the good eyes. His eyes are not lazy. That is one thing.
He doesn't have a picture to prove that. I can't judge. So
I mean,
I'm just
we're
going
gonna
to take your
that
word.
that they can see, you know. They have the eyes, they're able to see so much. We're gonna take that one as our indication. A lazy man does not have lazy eyes. But anyway,
That's
not
true.
gonna lie, that is beautiful gameplay. Now we've got correct numbers up on the board. Blackjack Esports 2 winner chicken dinners, 38 points, 20 points further away from second place in Dream Team. Hey, love it. No complaining. And 10-11 still has 0 points. Something is wrong somewhere, and I do not know what it is.
True. There is no way they could be that low. They cannot be as the last team 10-11. I cannot take that because Miramar. We saw how good they played in Miramar. Same to this game for Erangel. They've also done a good job with their 9 eliminations. That's already 19 points. So we should be seeing them somewhere #2-3.
Second.
Yeah, we should
Maybe
be seeing
not so
them
much of
around
a
that
difference.
place. Yeah,
So
but
Blackjack
that's
Esports, if
gap.
you're reading this, Blackjack, if you're reading this, that is not you cannot rest. There's no 20 points difference. I think the difference probably be like say like 10 maybe, maybe like 10 points different, or maybe even less than that. But a couple of numbers are still looking quite accurate, like Invincibles with 14 points. In 2 games, I would not beat them up too much for that one. We're looking forward to see a couple of these teams stand up really, like 4v4M. I do not know how correct those numbers are, but to be honest, 4v4M really need to step up the game. Gods of War getting themselves the bulk or the most points they've gotten today in that last game of Erangel with just 5 eliminations. I really look forward to seeing them put up some placement points up on the board and see them play better in the remainder of the games today.
Definitely. I am waiting for the correct scores. We need them. We need to see who's
Anyway.
making it hard for BJE.
Definitely, we want to see who's going to make it out for BJE, and I hope that they do make things hard for BJE. We're heading into Sanhok, going to be the snake map. I don't know what we'll call it. I'll think of something before we start up again, but do not go anywhere. We will be right back with more Clatter of Clans action in the map of Sanhok. See you soon.
Bye.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Now, take that. 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 Now,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Clatter of Clans grand finale for the season 22, for the 22nd season. I think that was my line there. But anyway, welcome back, and that is all that matters. We have seen the sandy dunes of Miramar, we have seen the holy lands of Erangel, and now we're about to head into the jungle of Sanhok. Mitch, two games done and dusted. We're at the halfway point. How are we feeling?
We're feeling hopeful this time. Let me put it as hopeful. I am seeing teams trying to improve. So let's see how it goes. But I'm expecting snakes, DBS, and a lot of camping. So let's see how it goes. You've said it's the jungle. Probably a lot of snakes tonight.
Alrighty, probably a lot of snakes. We're going into Sanhok now. We had Mitch give their or her prediction for the second game of the day. I guess it's only fair if for the third game of the day I throw out my own prediction. I think it's going to be a cheat, or it's going to be cheating if I choose to go for 10-11. I know there's one team that could be quite good on the map there of Sanhok, but just because I'm looking to jinx them, I am going to be picking Blackjack Esports for the Sanhok map to actually take it home as compared to just having a good game. I think Blackjack Esports might just be there for the back-to-back-to-back. How are you feeling about that one, Mitch?
I am feeling the same. I'm feeling the same. They're not disappointing me at all. I am so sorry I did not choose them last game. I hope they still see me as their biggest fan. I still support them regardless, and I'm waiting to see a third win tonight from BJE. It's going to be a triple chicken dinner. Winner chicken dinner. BJE. I hope they don't disappoint me. To be honest.
When a team wins three chicken dinners back to back, we call it a turkey. So we're looking forward to seeing them
Oh,
get that turkey there. We'll keep our fingers crossed for that one. As much as finally we've got the accurate points, or
let's
points
go.
that look relatively accurate up on board with 10-11 having 24. I guess that points difference is still down to, my math is bad, I believe that is 14 points. Actually not so bad. Yeah, 14 points difference between Blackjack Esports and 10-11. Good to see that one team is still keeping them at bay. It's not that 20 points difference. Just a chicken dinner with 4 eliminations would have you catching up to Blackjack Esports if you're 10-11 right now. But anyway, Sanhok does seem to have gotten started here. Everyone's dropped in their locations. I'm happy for now to see that there are no hot drops. A couple of parts of the map are empty, which is quite surprising. Camp Bravo is empty. The barn area is not occupied. The quarry, I wouldn't be too surprised that it is empty. I wouldn't even stay in the quarry because that place is suicidal. Camp Charlie is empty, but a couple of places are still being held, so nothing too bad. I mean, 10-11 out there around Camp Alpha. On the top hills of Camp Alpha, we've got Alpha Siege, players there from Dream Team chilling in Hatin. 4 before him out on the outskirts of Hatin towards the side of the lake. How is going to be occupied by the side there of Aura Esports, and they've got little friends on the outskirts in the side there of Revenants Africa out there in Tatmok. In the Paradise Resort, we've got the side there of G3 with TERRORSIX Wakanda just chilling on the outskirts of them. The Holy Boot Camp being held by Active Gaming. Invincibles chilling in the ruins with Why So Serious just in Tambangon on their outskirts. In the land of Meds, currently known as Sami, being held by the side there of Noxious Gaming, who you can see on Team Noxious, who you're seeing up on your screen, and Blackjack Esports holding out there in Docks, Royal Academy Gaming up towards their north in Kampong, and out there towards the northern side of Kampong, it's going to be none other but Lakawi being held by the players there from Quantum Africa.
How is Act Aegon far away from his team right now? He's not close to his teammates in boot camp. He's in ban. That's quite disadvantageous there. It's really not advisable for him to be that far.
In
It
situations
really
like this,
isn't.
we kind of look forward to that reunion. Is it gonna reunite with the team, or do you think he's gonna
Mm.
get taken out before he even gets close to the team? I mean, he has to make a whole rotation from the ban all the way to boot camp. Maybe he and the team will be finding themselves somewhere in the center. We'll keep an eye out for that one, huh?
Yeah, probably now that he's gotten a means of transport, that's fine. But it's a bike. I don't know about that. He's going to be receiving
Oh
some
God.
some fights there. Some fights there. Oh, Invincibles Esports. I had their count yeah for the last game, but they did not get the win. Quite unfortunate. But we see that one of the players from YSO Serious, that is YSO Serious player Risky, has already been taken back to lobby. Quite unfortunate that they have lost a player this early, being the first player to leave the game. So let's see how it goes for them.
I'd like to assume that it is first day jitters that is up with Why So Serious, to be honest, in that they were the team that finished fourth position heading into the grand finals here. They've not really started up on that great foot. Currently seated in ninth position, only 6 points gathered so far in 3 games, or well, let's say 2 games so far, putting them at a 3 points per game average. That is not something that is quite nice to see from them. So I really hope to see them, if not on the last game of today or this game and the last game of today, hopefully going into tomorrow's game, I hope to see them play better than they've done today. Side here of Aura Sports still looking to go for a little bit of third party, or sorry, make that gatekeeping action there. But right now, zone one, I don't really see any engagement looking or to be looming at the moment. Just losing a couple players here to scrappy fights, and I look forward to seeing how well and how packed up this Sanhok game is going to be towards the later phases.
Definitely. I'm actually taking a look at the scores right now. How is Active Gaming as hash 15? I know the team. It's actually a good team. They play so well. But seeing them at hash 15, it's quite questionable, seeing that they're actually good players. But I don't know what they're doing there with actually just 3 points from the 3 games. It's really not a good
Yeah.
look for them.
I mean, we did see them go out quite early with just one elimination in the map day of Erangel there to the side of Dream Team. So that is definitely one game that they didn't get as much points. And also in that first game of the day, we didn't really see them as well. But anyway, Invincibles, they'll go for the full engagement towards the side there of Why So Serious. Paramount is going to be the first player to fall, as we see the rest of Invincibles starting to form up little by little, trying to prevent that thirst from coming in through. But here comes the shots. Invincibles might just lose one more as Cheeky looking to fall through from the side, and indeed they will make that 2 more. Asquila and Rage would also fall, and Why So Serious finally looking to get started, showing us the image that we're looking forward to seeing from them. And here comes the grenades though from Cheeky, sends it out. It's a little bit over or undercooked. And I believe the side of Why So Serious definitely aware of this player's position now. We're going to see clutch plays coming in through. Cheeky takes a couple of shots towards Moncleasy, but he's going to not going to be able to fall him down just yet. Switches to the FPP, looking to go for the Hail Mary, but Why So Serious will be asking the different question: why are you running? As they will take that player down. 4 eliminations to their name. Invincibles go out early. First team out in the map here of Sanhok.
Yeah, quite unfortunate. I think Chiki wanted to jump. I don't know what the strategy was there, but It's quite unfortunate that it didn't work. And then Chiki has a profile picture of a lady. But anyway, so we can see nades flying in here between revenants. They engage in a fight against your dream team. Mm, let's see how it goes. Lost boy with a nade. It's not a Kobe. Wait, it's not dream team. It's Aura Esports. All
It's
right.
Aura. You know that.
Yeah, it's Aura. I
But
thought it was
Revenants,
dream
though,
team.
they looking to
Mm-hmm.
fall back from that fight. And situations like this or things like this is what I don't really like. They still have one player out there relatively close. So it kind
Mm-hmm.
of begs the question: what is the play? Are you trying to play aggressive? Are you not trying to play aggressive? What is the play? Do you want to get out of there? Do you want to prioritize the circle? You got to make these split decisions as quickly as possible. And I can tell that I think that is one thing that the players in these lobbies are or in the lobby at the moment are currently struggling with. Whenever they get that first knock and they get that first elimination, the decision making from there on out becomes a little bit of a blur. We did see that happen in the first two games where we've seen a couple teams get themselves, especially Active Gaming. If I'm going to put an example, in the last game, they did get that first elimination up towards the side of Dream Team. Decision making was
Mm-hmm.
poor from them on out. They felt the need to push that fight, and eventually they did get taken out. The same thing has happened with Invincibles, in this game now. They got that first elimination towards the side of Why So Serious. And then from there on out, they just went for that push onto the side of Why So Serious a little bit late, letting Why So Serious, have their position. This is a place that they landed, so they have more ideas to what is going on. But we saw Invincibles blindly push into that. That did not play out well for them. So I think for the teams in this lobby, after you get that first knock, you need to make that decision real quick. Are we pushing the fight? Are we not pushing the fight? Are we going into the circle? Try to make those decisions as quickly as possible so you do not end up having fights, turn over on your head. I feel like I've said a lot.
It's fine, but that's actually true. That's something that I've seen with BJE. Once they get their knock, they will immediately decide, is this the fight we are pushing or not? And they tend to move in groups. Same to Active Gaming, they do the same. And we have a fight here finally against Qua there. Good damage on Rug. Is it a knock? Yes, we have a fast knock there. Where are the other teammates? Okay, so with the first knock there, Rug actually has only one player standing. The other three are in lobby, and Yang is holding the corner with a shotgun. I have seen Yang clutch
Nope.
before the shotgun. First knock, nah. First,
There's no way.
second knock,
There's no
nah.
way.
What do you mean? There's no way.
There was absolutely no way. I mean, that was three players headed
Mm-hmm.
towards his position, but hey, he got the one elimination. Love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to call that handbagging a player to the lobby because it's like,
Oh.
what? If it's going to be the last thing I'm going to do today, I would take
Mm-hmm.
that player with the lobby with me. And that is
Mm-hmm.
definitely there. That one elimination point is going to play out well. We do know the way PUBG Mobile works. When we start getting to the finals, one elimination, 1 point could be what separates you from being on a higher part of the leaderboard. So definitely any points that you're able to salvage, you want to make sure you're taking it. And this just goes to show the pattern that we've also seen in the finals right now, where we've been seeing so much knocks and not so much revives. And that's just show these are the type of plays because players are realizing they need those elims. They're not really letting those knocks rest. The instance they're getting those knocks, they're like, if at all I'm gonna go down, I'll make sure I grab that thirst as well.
True, true. Just that's what actually I was saying. For Yang, he's a really good player when it comes to the shotgun, especially at DBS. He can get a clutch going. We have a fight here. BJE and G3, the two teams where your team and my team. BJE has one player down, two actually. I see, and the Chinese guy. G3 is making it hard for them to get their revive here. With only one player remaining from G3, that is Falak. It's going to be the same situation as Yang. Can he finish the whole of BJE as a one-man army, or is he going to say goodbye to game number 3, Sanhok?
Blackjack
Basically,
Esports
same,
do seem
same.
to be making up their mind. Blackjack
Mm-hmm.
Esports do seem to be making up their mind quite early, and I think they've realized a little bit of what is going on, heard a little bit of that third party, which is why they're not looking for this final player here, Falak. So definitely Falak is going to have that time to try to recoup, maybe camp it out a little bit, because we do already see another team just out on the outskirts, just close to him. It's going to be none other but TERRORSIX Wakanda. I do not know why TERRORSIX has not pushed up onto that one, but they do not have as much information as I do. So definitely would see a little bit of delay coming in through from them.
True, true. But yeah, I get the tension here right now. They're not sure if this is the fight we want to take. They're not sure if there's a team just right above them. But for now, there's no one there. They just have to take it as it is. They have to decide, I am going for this push. And we have a knock there. Falak with a knock on TR getting Jaras. Will there be a
Ooh.
finish? Yes.
Ah,
Falak has been taken back to lobby.
I
Quite
heard her. Okay,
unfortunate
now
there.
I know, right? Now I'm at this point. I'm at this point where I'm actually craving a clutch play. Like I actually want to see a player go for like a 1v3 or like a
Mm-hmm.
1v4 even, you know. I mean, we've got two
Mm-hmm.
chances to see that now, and both players not quite able to do it for us just yet. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, keep our fingers crossed to keep our eyes, plastered to the ground. As Quantum Africa are looking to get started with Noxious Gaming, two players down already for Noxious as they continue to throw lost grenades. Clutcher though does throw his own grenade down there, doesn't quite land up there, and I do not understand. I would expect Noxious to have been able to throw at least one grenade up on the money. But I mean, you're trying to throw a grenade uphill. It does get tricky from there on out. Quantum though, trying to see if they can keep them at bay. I do not know how well that vehicle works, but now might just be the time to get into that vehicle, find a little bit of an off angle. That's a good nade. That is a good nade. Doesn't quite seal it up there as we see Jelly looking for an off angle. That's the Kobe there from Clutcher as it does get landed there. And the Molotovs getting centered. I really wouldn't expect this much throwables be used. You already have your 3 knocks. There is no point using and wasting those throwables. Push up to the fight. Here comes the push there from the right-hand side. As we can see, Clutcher losing a whole lot of HP, but sticks. He still got some to speak of, but not enough as he will get downed. 12 teams left in the lobby as we lose the side there of Noxious Gaming.
Uh, he wanted to cook the guys, but it was not working. He was trying to get them, but nah, he just wasted all his mollies on that one team. It's quite that no, it's not good. He has now to
So that
find
vehicle
some
was
loot.
working though. Hmm.
Sorry.
I was looking at the vehicle, right? So the vehicle
Hmm.
was still working. They could have gotten into that vehicle and left. But hey, different
Does it work?
strokes,
Does it work?
right? They could have actually uprooted them as well. There is also that
Mm,
possibility. Zone does
yeah.
center up quite nicely. We're still here on the search for our clutch play. We've gotten another chance to see another clutch play that we did not. Maybe they just need us to come play. We show them how to clutch.
Hmm. I I'm just waiting for that one team. That one team. Why is 10-11 outside the zone? You voted for 10-11. No, you put your money on them.
Yeah, yeah. When it comes to the map of Sanhok, I'm quite confident in 10-11. I know them to be that one team that is quite versatile and quite good on the map here of Sanhok. So yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
did put my money on them, but well, I said I do not want to put my money on them because it will feel like an easy pick. Which is why I
Mm-hmm.
went for Blackjack Esports with the hope
Mm-hmm.
that I'm going to nerf or jinx Blackjack Esports. I've not casted in a while, so maybe I do not have the caster curse anymore. But Blackjack Esports already up to a relatively good start. 2 eliminations already to their name, and they are seated in the center of the circle. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, true. Well, I'm hoping they make it to the zone at this point. Quantum Africa have just is it Quantum Africa or esports? Quantum have just lost all their teammates to 10-11 there. Not all, but the two of them. And it's quite unfortunate that they joined as a trio, to be honest. Being outnumbered, joining as less team players, it becomes quite a hard game to play. You need your fragger, you need your supporter, you need your IGL, you need the one who'll say, you know what, I am going to risk my life, but they can do that. They had 3 players, and it's just not working for them. Now they're in lobby. Quite unfortunate for them. I'm looking at TR
Very.
here. They have a player snaking. Snakes. I say there'll be a lot of snakes in the jungle, so they need to be
Hey,
careful.
I'm not too surprised. I'm actually not too surprised. But hey, that's a W picture coming through from Sukuna. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, um, I'm still looking at the circle. As much as we've lost a lot of teams, we're down to 11. It does still look like there's still a lot of colors left here on the map. Up towards that northeastern side, we're starting to see the players there from Dauntless. Sorry, from Aura. Looking to accept a little bit of visitors in the side there of 4B4M. And to be honest, I really hope 4B4M are able to get their rotation in place going into this game. We've not really seen them rotate so well in the first two games of the night. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them do better in terms of like their rotations, active gaming, looking to play by the books, holding the position that they have for the time being, not really pushing anyone, not really finding any much information. There's a lot of teams currently going down, and we start to see even more fights continue to go on other parts of the map, especially on that northern side with Aura.
Or esports, I can see one player that I'm familiar with, and I'm waiting to see his gameplay right now. Oh, actually, he's in lobby. I didn't know he went to
Oh,
lobby that
bleeding.
early. Yeah, bleeding. He went back to lobby. I know the player. He's a good player. I just don't know what happened to him there. But for before again with the zone, they're outside the zone. They need to make that rotation as early as they can because Aura is in zone and they're not in zone. They're going to lose their players to the zone again for the second time. It's going to be quite unfortunate for them.
Yeah, and this is stage four. It's gonna start to chunk a little bit faster there as well
Hmm.
once this next circle starts to move. The new zone is not very close to them. I think four before I am trying to see if they can find a little bit of an off angle, maybe sandwich the players there from Aura Esports. We look forward to seeing how well they do that one. Zone does move all the way towards that southwestern edge. Active Gaming heavily favored by that circle. Blackjack Esports still find themselves in that circle. 10-11 looking closer as they're going to be heading in from that southern edge of the circle as well. But up there towards the northeast is where we have Aura Esports and the side there of 4 before him looking to make their decision as to whether they want to take that fight or whether they do not want to take that fight.
For before, I'm still waiting on them to move. I don't know what's keeping them there, why they want to stay outside the zone. They should probably focus because you can see one of their teammates is down and they're getting pushed. They're losing as early as now. They're still losing their players. 10-11, same fate. They're losing some of their players here against Why So Serious. We have a push
Send
happening.
it.
Let's see how it goes. 10-11, bots with a nade. Give me a Kobe. Give
Come
me a
on.
Kobe.
Come on. Kobe!
Yeah, there we go. I just got a Kobe. That's what we call a Kobe.
That is a
See,
Kobe.
I chose the best player. Even though I didn't choose him now, he is amongst the best in this team now.
Gerbot definitely putting in the numbers there, making Mitch happy tonight. That is
Mm.
actually a good play. For a quick second there, I thought 10-11 were going to go out. But well, just goes on to show their prowess as they remain alive. Up towards the north here, Blackjack Esports has to play gatekeepers towards the side of Dream Team. To be honest, Dream Team have played relatively stronger than I've seen them in the past. And here comes Lola from the side. I see the only one to hold down the fort. And here comes the DBS to shut him down as Icy falls. The rest of Blackjack Esports looking to climb up the way to the top of the hill. But it might just be a little too late as Dream Team pushing as a whole unit here. Need to grab at least one revive there. And they will start the revive, but that's a very good grenade though, coming in through from Chinese up onto Archer as Archer falls. Nova still trying to hold down the fort, but not enough. Oh, sad. Good with the DBS, but cannot find the launch. As Dream Team falls, Blackjack Esports remain victorious. They will be able to grab at least one revive, or maybe even both. Man, they need to start running. Carry him. Carry him. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
They need to
They'll
move.
edge. I think they'll be fine.
The zone.
Anyway, Zone is not resting, neither is the side there of Aura as they push up towards the side of Gods of War, who are down by one. N1 still looking for those shots as he's not quite able to find the thirst just yet. Control coming outside the building, spots the player there bleeding, or make that lazy man who gets the knock, but the trade is secured. Aura Esports still down to Crusader. We know he doesn't have a driver's license, but does he have those license to shoot those guns? That is the questions we've got in mind as we see Aura now looking to play the mind games there. Geno's just right behind the vehicle. DBS in the hand of Aura. Good for one. Looking for the second into the building. It's going to be the 1v1 as Aura finds the thirst. N1 going up against Crusader. And Crusader gets the thirst. The clutch that we've been looking for. He gets it. And that is 5 eliminations to the side there of Team Aura.
I am so excited for Aura. They just made me, I almost jumped, but that was a good fight. That was definitely a good fight. Good job there. I'm impressed. We have a team here, ALPHASIEGE. Look at 10-11. They're having a hard time right now. They have a lot of gunfire coming from ALPHASIEGE now. They have players down. They need to get the revive happening. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, neither do I. They really need to get moving now, but they have to play that gatekeep perfectly. 10-11 now. Have to hold on against ALPHASIEGE, but come on. Jerbot from the side to clear the path for his teammates. They've got vehicles, and they need to get moving as fast as possible, as quickly as possible. Alpha, you cannot grab that res. There we go. He has to get into the circle, probably grab that thirst up
Yeah.
onto Jerbot. Jerbot definitely did bite one or take the fall for the team there. Timora is going to be stealing some of those eliminations, but 10-11 now on the bottom of that hill. I do not know how they're going to make it into that zone, given that active gaming just seems to be right above them. Keep an eye out on 10-11 here on that western edge to see how well they're going to make it into the circle. They do not have the height advantage, so that is going to be, almost spelling the hand. Blackjack Esports in the top 4. I believe they have up to like 8 eliminations right now, if I'm not mistaken. Or actually 5, 6 eliminations. Bruh, what are they on?
But you're not seeing 10-11. Look at the eliminations as of 9. 12. 12.
The meat.
It's the meat.
Man, and they're already starting to lose players one after the other, by the way. So it's going to be a tough one into the circle. Moneyken and the side of Monkey, the last 2 players left to hold down the forts there. I believe 10-11 understands that right now they have to play it slow. They have to let every other team fight it out at least before they start to make their move. Blackjack Esports looking to distract the side of active gaming. They are the rests, or they are helping 10-11 out here. Little do they know, as we start to see active gaming start to spend those throwables here with smokes coming in through. Blackjack Esports sending out those long grenades. And talk about the arms that they've got there as they start to send it out. Not too much cover to be used here. Timora is still alive as well. And they and 10-11 are the ones looking to play spoilers for the last 2 full squads in the circle.
I think if BJE watches this part of the live when they get here, they'll probably be angry that they made it easy for 10-11. But we can see gunfire there from Act getting some damage on 10 Moneyken. Oh, they have been taken back to lobby. BJE will be angry when they see this because they are helping 10-11 do their thing. They are helping
They've
them.
got ideas. They have an idea. I think they have information as well, Blackjack Esports, knowing where every other person in the circle is. They have an idea of where 10-11 is. And right now, I think for them, it's just going to be them realizing or trying to understand, is this a 3v4 or is this a 3v1v2, or, trying to understand how many or how many more teams are left in the game. And I think now is the time for Blackjack Esports to play very, very quietly, carefully as well, to kind of grab the information that they need from the circle before they start to make any more pushes into the zone. 10-11 down on the bottom of the quarry, the side there of Crusader and the rest of Team Aura looking to just crawl their way into the circle, trying not to make too much noise as we anticipate the next zone shift. 21 seconds on the clock before that zone starts to move again. And here comes Blackjack.
BJE is lucky.
Circle, though. They've gone for that full send again. Is it going to work this time? Aura goes down on the background. 10-11 watching all of this and listening to all of this happen. That's a good nade from Monkeys to get down switch. Chinese just getting his HP back up. Whoa. But they've spotted those players. That's another Kobe. 10-11 Monkey stands up now. Chinese, the only player in his way. But here comes Aura Esports to play a little bit of third party there. As now we're down to the final 2 teams now. Blackjack Chinese goes into the vehicle, looks for the shots. But Monkey understands the strategy. And he's going to find at least one player. Chinese is still alive. In the 1v1, Moneyken though, he's got a grenade. Sends it out. Doesn't quite do the damage. It's a 1v2. If that revive does come through, it is a 1v2. That is a good grenade. Now it's a 1v1.
It is. Wow. Very good nades.
The Molotov is there. Gets the spread. Here comes the DBS. So make that the shotgun in the hand. But to the side is 10-11. Moneyken shuts him down. And 10-11 finally grabbed himself a winner chicken dinner after very good performances coming in through. And I do have to say, I did say 10-11 would have been the easy pick. But Blackjack Esports not even faltering in any manner as they grab themselves a strong second place finish there, Mitch.
Oh, that was amazing. I cannot believe I watched that. That is that one fight that gives you shivers. It was too good. The nades flying in from Monkey, they were perfect. Those are Kobe's, perfect Kobe's. Monkey, wherever you are, I don't know what to tell you, but I hope your team is buying you drinks after this, because what? That was too good. That was too good.
That was very, very good. Nice use of utilities there from 10-11, and I did like the fact that they understood that they had to stay quiet, and I really wouldn't even fault Blackjack Esports. First off, it was a good game. Secondly, it was a little bit tricky to know how many teams are left in circle, and they did find out some of the players there from Team Aura, but they did not know where the side there of 10-11 were, which is what caused 10-11 to be able to sneak up on them. But 10-11 there doing the damage, doing the numbers. Gerbot 5 eliminations, Monkey 6 eliminations, Moneyken 3 eliminations, and Bam Bam with 2 eliminations. Man, I do not know if I'm doing that math correctly, but that looks like 16 eliminations and a winner chicken dinner. What a game from 10-11 there, Mitch.
It is too good to be true. It is too good to be true. The last kill from Moneyken was that was it. That was what everyone was waiting for. That DBS. Too good to be true. I'm impressed. That DBS was perfect. I told you I'm waiting for the DBS in Sanhok, and they actually gave it to us.
Exactly. The clutch play that we were looking for, we saw it come through from Moneyken at the end of the day, and also from Monkey. The year is 2024, but the damage from 10-11 is 2014. And we've seen them average at least 2,000 damage in every single game they've played so far. 16 total eliminations. They just keep adding to the tally game after game. Blackjack Esports also not backing down in any manner. 10 eliminations, second place finish. That is about 16 points if I'm doing my mathematics correctly. But imagine the amount of points that Blackjack Esports get from this game in total is not even as much as the amount of eliminations that 10-11 managed to get. That is insane numbers. And look at this. Two players who we've been talking about, Chinese and Monkey, out here in the head-to-head. Take us through this one, Mitch.
This is just crazy. They have the same number of eliminations. The damage is almost the same. A small difference there. We have, Chinese getting a good amount of damage because Monkey got to go back to lobby before the game could end. But this is just beautiful to see. I want even to put my money on the MVP, but I'm not going to do that right now. But this is just perfect. Monkey, Chinese guy, they are going to go head to head for, I think, the longest now in this finale.
I tell you, as we did say early from game one, we're starting to see some players start to cement their names when it starts to come, or when it comes to the side there of the amount of for the race there for the MVP. I'm looking at the damage numbers, man. 10-11 just makes every other person's damage look so small. I mean, we have like 3 other teams who were able to get themselves more than 1,000 damage, but when you have another team doing 2,000 damage in the lobby, it starts to look like 1,500 is not even as much, or 1,000 damage is not as much. But man, when you look at it, that is a whole lot of damage for a team to be doing there. Even like just 1,000 is a lot.
That's true. #11011. I am still happy for you guys. Congratulations for that. With that damage was too good. The nades there, it's the nades for me. Monkey, it's still the nades. The nades did it for me.
It just goes to show. I mean, one team throwing 18 grenades is a lot. 4 Molotovs to go alongside that. I mean, Blackjack Esports also doing 9. And now if you start to look at the teams that are doing well, you're seeing that trend. These are the things that they're doing. They're using more grenades. They're using more smokes. You can see them using more throwables. That is something that, as a team, you need to start incorporating it into your gameplay. And man, for the player focus, most eliminations that we did see came through from Blackjack Esports Chinese. When it comes to the most damage that was done, it was from SO Serious in 7. I mean, the team itself had about 1,100 damage, and 7 on his own got 860. That just goes to show you so much carrying that is coming in through. And I'm here to believe that the side of Aura Esports have players there with long eyes, because before it was Lazy Man, and now it is Daunt from Aura getting himself the longest elimination distance with 213.
This should probably be their call for them to take the long distance fights, because from the statistics since the first game, we've seen that they are the ones taking the longest eliminations. They are the ones surviving through these long range fights. They should probably reconsider their gameplay coming from these stats. They're really doing well when it comes to the long range fights. They should focus on that.
Yeah, and it's something you did actually mention when we started off the broadcast. Saying that RI Sports is that team that would shy away from fights. You wouldn't really see them towards the of the until we get towards the end of the game. But I guess that's what they be doing half the time in the game. You just see them
Yeah.
that they're just chilling and just grabbing those long range eliminations and those third party actions. Which, to be honest, is not quite bad, but they need to do more. I mean, maybe not too much, but I mean, when you're seeing the likes of Blackjack Esports and 1011 run away with things like this, I mean, this is already turning into a top heavy leaderboard, because after number one and number two, there is a whole 25-point difference from second position to third position. So people need to start doing numbers and hoping that 1011 find a way to stop 1011 and Blackjack Esports.
Yeah, that's true. But it's nice to see Aura trying to creep in there in Hash 3. They're trying to come up. I'm hoping the next game they can probably try. 25 points is big and not big at the same time. Depends on how they play the last game and how 10-11 also plays the last game. For Dream Team, it's also good that they're there. But when I'm looking at this side, Active Gaming actually went up a few slots. They were Hash 15. Now they're in Hash 11. They should probably try and be around the top 5, because like I said, from their gameplay, what I've seen them play before, that is not a position that they should be holding at the moment.
Yeah, and given the way the finals is going, we need teams to stay up there and put the fight on, and Active Gaming being one of those teams where you kind of keep your eye out on that. Oh, Active Gaming is a team that we know can battle for those top positions. Them not being in the top positions now, it kind of doesn't make things look so good. But anyway, RI Sports, I'm putting my belief in you guys. Dream Team as well, G3, looking to see better numbers coming in through, because ideally they're ranked high up on the leaderboards, but the numbers that they're pulling is actually not the best. I mean, we're looking at 15 points from G3 and Invincibles. That is averaging 5 points per game, and that's not very good to be as a game average when you go into the finals, because I mean, 5 points per game, 15 points in 3 games, not too nice. So heading into the final game of the day, I want to see more numbers coming in through. And even another team I want to mention, Gods of War. This was one team that I said I am looking forward to seeing how well they'll play. When I saw them play a couple months ago, I questioned it. I'm like, right now you're playing so well, can you continue with that consistency? That consistency is what I'm trying to see here in the Clatter of Clans Grand Finale. Are we going to see teams play better? What are we going to see heading the first game or the first day of the finals? We'll be finding that out real soon. We'll be heading back into the map there of Erangel after we come back from the break.
BRB, guys.
Take that. Take that. Now. Take them.
good luck. And that is exactly what we are saying to all the rest of the teams as we head into the final game of the day. It's going to be back to the map there of Erangel. We have seen 3 games done and dusted. A very top-heavy performance coming through from the teams in the lobby when we talk about Blackjack Esports and 10-11. And now we're about to head into Erangel once more. How are you feeling about that one, Mitch?
Excited. I'm hoping to see a new team take the win. This is Erangel. We saw what happened the last game for Erangel. Luckily, somehow BJE won in those potato hills, and I don't know if that's going to be the same for this game. But I'm feeling optimistic and hopeful that we're going to have more teams trying to win because we have the same teams trying to battle it out on the top 2. BJE 10-11. We need to see G3, 4B4, Active Gaming. We need to see a different name up there. We need to be surprised. Yeah.
Definitely, we're in for a surprise, and I hope we do get that surprise, to be honest. Blackjack Esports, we did say we wanted a team to come and stop them in their tracks. 10-11 did try their best, but I mean, I wouldn't count a second place with 10 eliminations as quite stopping them in their tracks, as they're still putting up those numbers up on the leaderboard. We're about to get into the final game of the day. It's going to be none other but Erangel. We're going to see what Erangel has got for us. To be honest, I'm feeling quite optimistic. I do not know what team I'm going to go for in the side of Erangel, but you know, I'm trying not to go for Blackjack Esports or 10-11 because they do have that momentum that is already coming in through. So if I ask you here, Mitch, what team are you looking forward to seeing in this final Erangel game of the day? Who's your pick?
I think I'm going to change and try G3. Yeah, I'm going to go for G3.
So you're
I
saying the
don't
ultimate
know.
comeback? The ultimate comeback for G3. They've not really had the best of games. I mean, so far so good. They're sitting on in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not, like I said, up when you look at in terms of like where they're positioned on the leaderboard, it's a little bit high. But at the same time, when you look at their numbers that they have, it's not very, very that is not the best there. Playing Path, on the other hand, ends in almost the same position there. Doesn't quite start from the same spot, but I believe it's very similar to the first Erangel game that we got. I will be furious if I see the exact same hot drops as I saw in that first Erangel game. And I'm saying this to Dream Team and Active Gaming. They had better sort out whatever issues they had and find a way to land separately heading into this final game of the day. It's the final game of the day. You need to close off on a strong foot.
Definitely, definitely. But I can see teams are still maintaining their same drop spots here. I see Alpha there. They're still landing with the Aura. BJE went to their same place. Already we can hear gunfire. Active Gaming is still engaging this early, getting their first knock of the night for the last game. It's just intense for Active Gaming. They want the early fights.
And now I'm
So.
surprised because now Active Gaming have landed in Severny. Severny is currently being occupied by Aura, right? So we've got Timora, we've got ALPHASIEGE, and we've got Active Gaming all out there in Severny. I do not get the play. I do not know why that is this choice of drop spot. If you watched the first game of the day or the first Erangel, and that's the thing, if you watch the first Erangel, you should have realized that there's spots in the circle that are like Ferry Pair. There's no one there. Lipovka. Like there's like quite the number of places you could land as compared to taking the hot drop to someone else. Because at the end of the day, one of these teams, or if not more of these teams, are gonna end up at the disadvantage. I mean, Active Gaming already look to be at the advantage, but man, they still have Team Aura to deal with after they finish taking this fight, and now they're starting to lose players.
It's quite unfortunate. I don't know why they're taking these early fights. You can see there another knock on Active Gaming. They have just one player standing. Will this work out for them? Will this be the game? Oh, come on, Active Gaming.
Definitely not. Definitely
Come on.
not. Talk about a play coming in through from ALPHASIEGE. Once again, the team ALPHASIEGE lost one player initially to the side of Active Gaming. Active Gaming pushes onto it, boom, loses the fight. Loses the fight. At this point, it begs the question: Active Gaming, where is the game awareness? Are you blindly pushing into fights? You want to make sure you have information before you push it. You've gotten the one knock. Take your time. Try to understand what is going on before you just blindly push. And now they've blindly pushed in, lost all four players to the side of Alpha Siege. And now, just as I called it, Aura gonna be having a little bit of fun with it. They've gotten one player down there from the side there of Alpha Siege. And now if I were to be Alpha Siege, I'm having one player, or if not both players, leave this vicinity. There really is no point still staying around. I mean, you can believe in the clutch factor of maybe you can clutch out the rest of Aura, but I don't know, bro. Get in your vehicles, get out of there.
I'm quite. I don't know why people are not, having that the game instincts. Why are we engaging now? Why are we losing our players this early? Alpha Siege has two players down. There are only two players remaining. They could
Mhm.
just decide we are not engaging. Look at Scoops. Man
Look
is
this, man.
cooking. This
Bro,
this much. It's not right.
it's
They
not
need
right at
game
all.
sense. Yeah.
And that's where it gets painful because at the end of the day, we're looking at this and I'm like, all things being considered, Alpha Siege should no longer be in Severny. Get out of there, right? But you're wasting much more time, allowing this idea of Aura to recoup, get closer and closer. And the more grounds you give Team Aura, or Aura
Hmm.
Esports, they will continue to use that space and get in contact with you. Because at the end of the day, Team Aura is just out there enjoying their loot in their drop location. You guys are the visitors, and they're willing to take you guys and even welcome you with open arms if that's what you want.
And I'm not happy with Alpha Siege, but good damage there. He actually got a good amount of damage. He's really low. I'm guessing he doesn't have enough loot, but just behind him, there's someone creeping in from Aura. He has been flanked. He is being
Yep.
sandwiched right now. They're going to make it hard for him to survive this fight. We can see Bleeding Aura still doing the same thing, changing his location. But then we have one player from Alpha Siege on the other side of 70, and well, I don't know if it's going to work. But if someone does one mistake from Aura Esports, then not bleeding, then Alpha Siege might just have a chance of taking at least one player back to lobby from Aura Esports.
And to be honest, if I were to be alright esports, wow, make a decision. Are you sending this one player, taking him out, letting the last player survive, or seeing if the last player shoots, or are you getting into your vehicles and leaving here? These are the decisions that I'm saying that you're taking a little bit of time. We see them trying to go for a little bit of blank, trying to gather a little bit of information, which I appreciate. But at the same time, they know at least of Coops's position, or Scoops's position, and I believe that they can find or at least have at least three players push up towards
Mm-hmm.
Scoops, get that player out of there. They know they've got just one more player to deal with. They'll be able to take
Mm-hmm.
him on easy. The flank angle does coming through. Keepsy does get taken out. And that's just that last
Mm-hmm.
player left there for Aura Esports to deal with. All things being considered, they should know where that player is. Take him out just quite easily there. We should be seeing
Yeah.
the end of Alpha Siege in a couple moments now.
Yeah, the building he's holding, it's really a bad building. Nades fly in from every single corner, and if Aura has enough troubles, they just need a molly to lock him in one place and just nade him or make him force him out of the building. Just
I'm
how you
I'm
force out rats. Mm.
I am team send it. Everyone push into
Send
that
it.
building. Go up there, boom, boom,
Uh-huh.
boom, all guns blazing, take him out. Right now, they are taking their sweet time. 13 seconds on the clock. We're going to start to see that blue zone start to move. But Aura, Daunt from Aura, definitely has an eye out on Coops, knows exactly where Scoops is at the moment. We're just
Are
seeing
you
this idea
saying
of
full
Aura
send?
taking their time. I'm saying full send. Send it in. That's what they're
Nah.
doing. Crusader's moving. Bleeding is moving as well. There you go. Push him.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And there we go.
Never
He's taking the shots now.
underestimate your
Now they where he
opponents.
is. That's a good grenade, though. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be a good grenade. Imagine he lands and he takes out his own teammates. Oh,
Oh.
get out.
That was too fast. Too fast.
GG's.
But no,
GG's. Three
you should never
eliminations,
go
really.
full send. Why full send?
I call full send because what could go wrong? The one thing that would go wrong would be he probably preps a nade and throws it down the stairs and they all walk into it. But other than that, just
Or
because
mhm,
overshadow them with the numbers, that's basically the reason why I called for a full send there. But hey, because trying to throw throwables, if you do not know the exact location that player is, it's just going to be
mhm,
you wasting your throwables, right? Because you just throw the throwables into the building, you're not getting any knock, you're not getting any damage when you could
mhm,
have all just sent it to our player, take him out. Like you've wasted no utils, just a couple bullets, which you can always loot back. So, I'm
mm.
being economical here.
Yeah, there's no economy in PUBG. You have to think, no, because let's say this guy was raiding. This would have been an easy 1v4. No,
And then
but
the stairs.
Invincible's here with the fight. Let's go.
There's
Oh,
no way you got that thirst, bro. And there we go, GG's. Little too late there, Calvary. But Cheeky is gonna be the one to suffer for that one. 4 eliminations for the side there of Invincibles, but unfortunately, it's going to cost them Cheeky. That's not fun at all. As much
we
as I
got
want to
there
say
too
good job,
late.
but I guess that
Mm.
that player, the player there from Gods of War was definitely adamant. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna hand back that player into the lobby. And that's exactly what
Mm.
it did.
Mm. True. I still stick to what I was saying. Personally, I prefer nades. When I play my game, I'm either a grenadier or a sniper. Grenades are so easy to cook for a place like Savani where that guy was. If you have good earphones, you can easily hear your enemy. Just even by him moving a little, you can hear, oh, this guy is up there on the second floor. I just need to cook it well enough. I need to know this building has stairs. Okay, so my need is going to bounce off the wall or something along that line. But full send, I am so against full sending. I do not embrace it. Probably
If it's
because
not a
I'm
full
noob.
squad, if it's not a full
Mm-hmm.
squad, I call it. Send it.
Mm.
If it is a full squad, then you can take your time, chunk those nades, try to find damages, use a Molotov. Man, it's just a one player. Come on, push it. But anyway, Revenant Africa, though, looking to get started with G3. Maybe this would be the comeback G3 needed so much. Serpent does seem to be down, though, instantly thirsted as well. Falak is going to fall down as well. And that is definitely not the starts that G3 are looking for here, as Falak would get thirsted. Revenants remain as a full squad. And to be honest, they are really living up to the name. I call them cockroaches from here on out, because Revenant Africa, if there's one thing they do not do, they do not die.
Oh, bug spray. They just need bug spray. We need one team to do that. The honors bug spray. What? Wait, how can you call a whole team bugs? Cockroaches. Oh, bug
To be
spray.
honest, because man, you just don't take them out, at least not so easily. And now we already start to see the shots coming in through. Gorilla over picks that one, does fall to Sleepy, who is definitely active on this one. Now Marty has to pull up the 1v4. I don't see that one happening. The side of Revenant already looking to full send him. Here comes the shot in a 1v1. He dances around, but not enough. Gonna be created
My
up out there. 4
team.
eliminations, and down goes G3. I guess no chicken dinner for them, at least not today.
My days. I was voting for G3. I wanted a new team to, be up there, but well, it is what it is. BJE, our team for the night here, getting a push on our Invincible Rage. We can see Nade. We saw a Nade flying in, but it was not really actually a smoke. They're trying to, smoke him out, make him come out. But see where Rage is holding and holding a DBS. I'm
Bro
hoping to
is
see a
waiting.
1v4.
Bro is waiting. It's like anyone who comes close to the stairs is gonna get it. And the
I've
side of Blackjack
never.
Esports, I think they'll
Mm-hmm.
be like, they're throwing so much troubles. They've thrown a Molotov in there, so they know they should be getting those. Oh, there comes the shot. Oh no, self-nade. The instant test to come through the Rage tries to run, but
Uh-huh.
unfortunately will get caught by Icy. Did he get the thirst though? Yes, he did. And
Mm-hmm.
Blackjack Esports will definitely be beating themselves up for that one. Angry Mash will definitely be angry. Did go down to his own grenade. That is not fun. Here comes the rest of the Invincibles. Squealer looking to play Calvary, and he would go revive instead. But I think it's the 1v1 he's looking to take. Goes upstairs, it's empty. Gonna have to go downstairs now. This is getting third partied as well. Oh, that's not third party. That is just the off angle. The revive will come through. Quila should have gone for that revive when he had the chance, as Icy is
Ooh,
gonna take him down. And Invincibles did
that
not
was
play this one
good.
to the ear at all.
Mm-hmm. That was good. We have to. That was really good from Icy. When the player just jumped, the guy just jumped and he was down. The power of good earphones. I see, invest in good earphones, guys. Not this ones for $1. No, it's not earphones, guys. It doesn't work.
Starter pack earphones. I think that's probably one place I'm lacking. Maybe that's why I'm bad at the game. Now I gotta start to look at my options. So headphones, check. We're gonna go for
Uh-huh.
headphones next. That's what
You're
we've got
using
in
$1
mind.
earphones?
We'll not talk about that one. We're not gonna talk
Oh, that's
about that one
sad.
here, Mitch. Don't call me out like that.
All right.
Maybe a dollar
It's your
fifty. If it's a
secrets.
dollar 50, does it count?
Nah, still the
Damn
same
it.
bracket.
Damn.
Oh, we
Revenants,
can see
though,
here.
holding up on
Let's go.
Pochinki Hill, looking to chill and look down upon the enemies. 10-11 going to be the team down the bottom of the hill. I am very curious to see if 10-11 is going to take this fight. It's going to be a tough one if they do. And they're looking to just back out of that engagement. Definitely not a place you want to fight for. It's Pochinki Hill, to be honest. It's a very strong position in that circle. You can tell why these teams are fighting over it. You do get onto that position, you're able to see quite a lot. It's still out there on that eastern edge. You're able to watch a lot of rotations come through. And 10-11 right now, just trying to buy a little bit of time. I wouldn't advise taking that fight, to be honest. Try to find better POIs in the circle. And you'd have yourself a good game. But I mean, other POIs will mean 10-11 is forced to go towards the center of the circle, which we don't really see them play. And we usually will see them walking through from that edge of the circle. They're probably going to be finding other means to push up towards the side there of Revenants.
Mm-hmm. It's quite nice to see Dream Team here, Noxious, TERRORSIX. These three teams have decided to hold it. They are not engaging in fights. They're holding just the position they feel is safe for them, and it's actually a good thing. If the zone decides to to support where they're
Oh,
holding, then they have the best fight right now.
there's no way 10-11 took the fight up to them. And now they've gotten one knock, make that two.
Yeah.
10-11 push up the top of the hill. Aspect falls. Madara trying to hold down the fort, gets the knock, goes for the thirst. Who fall? 10-11 lose one. Bro, the rate at which these players are getting the thirst, oh my god, it is a little too fast. Like, what? It's like, I
Ah.
do not care if I go down here, but this one player that I knocked is following me to the lobby, bro.
Let's go. We have found the bug sprays. The bug spray. We have found them. We have found them. But we have a fight here. Aura Esports and Quantum Africa. We have the first knock from Crusader getting Fate. They should definitely think about going for the push there. He's really, really low. Jaylee the same is low. And Clutcher, they seem to be spotting Crusader from where he is, trying to get some damage there, but nothing has been registered yet. Jelly is down. Bleeding Aura with a beautiful molly. Let's go for the push. We have a nade. One of the players is already in lobby.
There's no way. There is no... Kobe! That is how you do it. Team Aura, I am blown away. What a play. Bleeding Aura came from nowhere. That nade was wonderful. Got that knock. And what a play. Because I'm still watching. I was watching them. I think they focused a little too much on Crusader. Trying to get down that one player. They forgot about the rest of the team. And those grenades were just easy money. I love that play. I
True,
really, really
true.
love that play, Aura. Put those numbers up on board. Now you're speaking my language.
I am excited. You wanted these fights? They're coming to you tonight. The last game, people are not taking easy fights. They are going for those kills, for those pushes, the Kobe's, the Mollies, and we want to see them all. We really want to.
And to be honest, I'm quite surprised because I almost want to call them hopeless plays, right? It's one of them plays where you would only see, I would only expect to see games like this, where we're in phase 2 and there's only 10 teams left. I would only expect to see games like this when, you say it's on the final day of the finals and we already know okay, there's no making it into the top 3 anymore. Let me just play anyhow. That is what that's when I would expect these type of gameplays, not on one of the finals. I think teams are losing a little bit of composure too early because look at that. Zone is so big. It's like I can't even fault anyone for not being on Mount Everest at the moment because there really is no point being there. There's nothing to. There's it's empty. And
Nah, you just lost me. Where's Mount Everest?
Oh, Mount Everest is the little thingy just towards the right of hospital. That
Ah,
the one that
oh.
looks like a rib, yeah.
So you've basically named Erangel. You have your own names now.
Technically, yes. To an extent, yes. Maybe not my own names, but names that they're called.
My God, which side of PUBG have I been? Potato Hills, Mount Everest. Which other term don't I know?
There's the chopsticks, which is the chopsticks is basically where if you see it, I think you get the gutters basically, but like they look like chopsticks. If you look at where Royal Academy Gaming is, that's like a chopstick. That's where they are. They're the chopsticks. Um,
Chopsticks.
there
There you go.
is. I
Mhm.
mean, the Watertown is ruins. Where
Mhm.
else? You know what? It's not coming to my head until I get there. Like when it's there, then it's there. Because right now I
Mhm.
can see chopsticks, which is why I'm saying there's chopsticks in the circle. You do not want to go into the chopsticks though, because it's pretty much suicidal. You get into the chopsticks easy, but getting out of the chopsticks is very, very tricky. So we look forward to seeing
Mm.
how these teams would play this one. 10 teams left. Everyone seems to be close to the center of the circle. 10, 11 trying to do a sweep. I do not know how successful that would be, given the way the circle is going. But I really would like to see that circle go to the Gatka open fields, to be honest. I love to see those games there. Everyone has to pull off their clothes, get naked, get into the floor, pull off those bags. I'd like to see some of those snake actions there in the last game of the day today.
I doubt we're going to see those snakes. Are we going to really see snakes? Erangel is a really good map because of the number of buildings there, the
Yeah,
rocks.
but
Probably if it ends here where they are right now in Gatka, just
mhm,
outside the buildings, then probably we'll see those snakes and people taking off their clothes just so that they can camouflage. But
yep,
for now,
that's what I'm looking for too.
I I hope it doesn't go that way. For the best of the players, I hope it doesn't.
Nah, I don't want what is best for the players. I want to be entertained. I want to see that chaos. I really love when these players are forced into positions that you don't really or you don't necessarily train for. These are just
Mm.
positions where you just have to calm down and just stay focused. So I'd like to challenge the team, see how well the teams are able to maintain their patience and composure when they start getting
Mhm.
towards the later phases of the circle. But right now, it is going to be a very slow Erangel game, to be honest. 10 teams already left
Mhm.
at this point in the game. Unless we see one team get into vehicles and say, you know what, we're going to tear out the entire lobby. I believe it's just going to be quiet, calm, long range damage here and there from now till the end of well, at least maybe till stage 5. Yeah, stage 5. I'll say
Mhm.
by phase 5, we'll start to see a little bit more action. But for now, it's just going to be a little jab here, a little jab there, information here, information there.
Yeah, true. But I'm really surprised on Dreams flanking here, how they're going towards the zone, even though they're getting pushed right now. They have a team just next to them that is 10, 11. And it's going to be quite interesting to see this fight here. But I have to commend them for their rotation during this whole time. They have managed to survive this far. I believe they're trying to, get another second position for Erangel or even a win. So they're trying to avoid the fight here, but look at the damage they
Uh-oh,
just
uh-oh.
got
Crash
on
into him.
bot.
Damn
Ah,
it. He
what's
missed.
the damage?
Oh.
What? Nah, don't drop your mic. Don't drop your mic. But that was a beautiful knock there. We have nades flying in. But with a DBS, will there be a second knock here? Bot is really, really low. And we have a wipe. I was hyping Dream Team right now, but they have been taken back to lobby by 10, 11. You can come back. I
Damn
hope you got
it.
recollected yourself now.
Damn it. Jabot, what are you on? What was that spray? Yo, with 1 HP, that is what you call uprooting, bro. He uprooted that player from the vehicle. He's like, get out of there. You had one chance to run me over, but you did not. And bro, Dream Team, if I were to be Lola there, I'm gonna probably like spend like an hour in trade in the training grounds just driving really. Cause damn,
Mm.
what a spray, bro. Now it sounds like I'm glazing, but that was a spray and a half, to be honest. Very impressive. 4x, that close. Damn. Jerbots, I don't know, that sensitivity, bro. I could probably use it.
Mm. Ah, I'm still surprised you were surprised by 10, 11. You had to go away for a while.
Yo,
Ah, why
I
so
didn't see that
serious
one
though?
coming. I didn't see that one coming. But hey, one thing
You
that I'm
didn't.
enjoying about the lobby right now is the fact that we're seeing a lot of the teams that are on the bottom of the leaderboards be alive at the
Mm-hmm.
moment. I mean, 4 before him still alive, Team Noxious still alive, TERRORSIX still alive, Why So Serious still alive, Royal Academy Game is still
Mm-hmm.
alive. So that is something that is nice to see. Not being very, I mean, the top heavy teams are still alive as well, and I'm glad to still see Team
Mm-hmm.
Aura still alive there. Oh, Don't gets the shots to the face. What are you doing? Focus. Not our best. Damn it. Focus on the fight.
True. This is just not going well for them at this point now. Noxious is on fire, Lord.
That
Another molly.
that thing
This
is gonna
guy's not
explode.
making it alive.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yes.
explode.
Yeah, definitely. They are
Should have
really
looted it.
cooking them. 10-11 is in also. We can see damage flying, being recorded on Aura there.
Yeah, I do have to say this, Team Aura, there was absolutely no reason to lose Daunt in that fight. You knew you want to push up onto the sniper tower. Push it. Like, they kept on looking back, and damn, like, I'm so pained because right now they've just lost one player, put themselves at the disadvantage now. Now we have the side of TERRORSIX pushing up. Oh, LP is on TERRORSIX, that's crazy. But anyway, you have to get out of the buildings at least for one. There we go. Crusader gets the memo. Here comes the shots. One player is down, bleeding. Aura goes down, and here comes Crusader on the flank. Good for one, make that two. One player down for the side of TERRORSIX Wakanda. Sukuna gets that HP back up, stuck in between those vehicles, finds his way out, and he's just gonna have to run. 10-11 though, they want all of that trouble, and here they come. As we see Monkey with a grenade, sending it out. Lazy Man is gonna get revived for the time being. And the last player there from TERRORSIX Wakanda just ran away. Okay, 4v4M wants a little bit of the action. Here comes the push. What are
But
they
look at
doing?
Sukuna.
Sukuna stands up, gets one. Drop shots, cannot get two. Down he falls. And Crusader now, the last player there from Aura Esports, goes down to the grenade from 4v4M. Who is gonna go down to blink? What is 13? I don't know, bro. They finally go down. They had to. 13 eliminations, 2,000 damage. That was a very good hold coming through from the side of team or from Aura Esports. That was a good game, to be honest, from them, and I'm gonna take that one. I'll take that one from them.
True. I'm glad to see 4 before here taking, the fights. Finally, we can see them for who they really are. You've mentioned before that they are, good players. I haven't seen it that much, but now for this game, we can see that they can actually take up a fight and finish it till the end. They had a lot going on there. They had, Aura Esports was there. They had TERRORSIX Wakanda player was snaking next to them. It's just crazy. What? How did he not get that revive? But
To be
probably tension.
Yeah, I wouldn't even advise him to try to grab that revive. 10-11 was already knocking for the third party there, so it's quite understandable. To be honest, Aura Esports started off a little bit in a way I didn't like, but they definitely took that defense. They took that defense well. It was very, very good. Holding that building, that is something that I enjoy to see from them. And the fact that they stood to the very end, like I called it, now you have to get out of the building. We saw Crusader jump out of the building. It's almost like he's listening to me, and I'm like, yes, these are the kind of plays, the proactivity that I'm expecting to see from teams at this stage of a tournament. But man, if you're starting to wonder what is going on that other side of the map, it is a whole lot of grenades coming in through from 10-11 as Royal Academy looking to push very close to the side there of Monkey there. He's going to realize that one, gets into that buggy, and I think he's going to be trying to form up on the teammates. But I think the side there of I'm still blown away by that fight. There were so many teams there. TERRORSIX, I do not know what that push was, but I think that wasn't a bad push, but it's just excellent hold coming through from the side of Aura Esports.
And on this side where we have, Royal Academy, there is actually fights happening. This next fight that is going to happen. Sorry, Why So Serious just pulled up next where we have BJE. So BJE might be in the same situation that Aura was in, where they had to fight a couple of teams. Now they have Why So Serious, they have Royal Academy. It's going to be one heck of a fight. If 10-11 decides to join this, it's going to be another heavy fight, and we want to see it happen again. My fingers are crossed. We need to see it again.
We're
Let's
losing more
wait.
players there. 4-4M looking to drive into that circle. I believe they've been heard, as they have just one more player to survive for them to the end of the day. Definitely does get spotted there. I do not know how to pronounce that name, but he is out. 4-4M having their best game of the day, to be honest. 3 eliminations they were able to get in this game. 5th place finish. They might not get the best of points, but not gonna lie, they have done relatively better. That kind of puts them on a good foot, have them feeling a little bit better about themselves heading into the next game of the day. 10-11 gets the zone blessed. Blackjack Esports would have to fight with Royal Academy Gaming. Why So Serious looking to make their way into the circle? Will be driving towards Jarebot's position. All things being considered, this should be the end of the line for Jarebot from 10-11. Indeed, he will fall, as we're already starting to see that rotation coming in through. Why So Serious with the numbers advantage? I'd like to see what they can do with that in this game.
It's going to be that game you are praying for, the game where it's going to be full of snakes. It's heading that way as of now. We're going to see people trying to use the trees there as covers. For the teams that have vehicles, that might be the best cover for them if it's not going to be their downfall. It's going to be one of those games where players really need to have the best position. The same as where we have 10-11 holding right now, they have the best position when it comes to this zone. If anyone decides to hold beneath them, they can be seen clearly by 10-11. So BJE needs to come towards the zone. They're going to be open. Royal Academy, same fate for them. They're going to be open, and they have two teams in front of them. We have Young is down. Let's go. This is going to be good.
I was going to say this is the ultimate test of patience. Royal Academy squad, they played this very wrong because Blackjack Esports in the building above you. At that point, it's a case of whoever chooses to rotate first goes out. There is no argument about that. And I didn't expect Royal Academy to try to leave as quickly as they did. Eventually, it did cost them a couple players there. Blackjack Esports now also have to make their way into the circle. Inevitably, they would have to go on foot. It's going to get really crazy. 10-11, a little bit busy up the top of the hill. Why So Serious? This is their chance to really step up and start putting up the numbers. Because, numbers are dropping. Blackjack Esports are already walking their way into the circle. And to be honest, if they make it, you do not want to have Blackjack Esports and 10-11 working hand in hand against you. If they do not believe me, they can ask Active Gaming from that Sanhok game.
That is definitely true. And hoping for Why So Serious that this does not happen. And yes, it won't, because you can see Monkey is down. 10-11 might be having a hard time here because Why So Serious is going for that immediate push. I don't know if they're aware that they are fighting only two players. Risky here. Risky did all for his team, trying to get a task there. DBS, let's go, Mannequin. The DBS is still trying to overwork.
Damn it.
Nah.
Blackjack Esports though, it's a 2v2. If this revive doesn't come up, it's a 2v2. Switch up the top of the hill. They're going to get one revive up there, the side of Why So Serious. But here comes Blackjack. The run over is there from Chinese as he gets that one knock. 7. Sports symbol cannot take him out of the vehicle. Blackjack Esports, Chinese down to a slither of HP. If I scream his name too much, he's going to get knocked. And he has that information. It's 1v1 on both ends. Here comes the S12 gain hand. Goes in for the push. Good for 1. Almost 2. Down he falls. Blackjack Esports.
Game number 4 is done. Crowns, what can you say? Tell it to me.
Blackjack Esports, I do not know how you've done it. I love the division of labor coming in through from them. Decided that, what's a 2-man squad. You handle the 2 people at the top of the hill. I'll handle the 2 people. And bruh, what a play. Chinese refused to go down. He refused to go down, stayed alive. And man, the one mistake decided of Why So Serious was not taking out Chinese when they had the chance. The S12K in the hand, absolutely dangerous. Did as much damage as he needed to do, as the rest of his teammates put in the damage there. Blackjack Esports started off this very slowly, but ended up 3 chicken dinners in a day. It wasn't in a row. And to be honest, all things being considered, if not because of 10-11 in that Sanhok game, that would have been 4 chicken dinners for the side of Blackjack Esports. They are running away with it.
Yeah, that's actually true. And 10-11 actually had the upper hand when it came to this last fight. But unfortunately for them, they were knocked. One of their players was knocked, and since they were a duo, Why So Serious went for that immediate push, and it just ruined it the whole time for them. And BJE took their position, and just like that, BJE are the ones winning game number 4. It's just crazy.
It's quite surprising that Why So Serious chose to go for 10-11. 10-11 had the height advantage, which I can understand, but I expected a case where 10-11 and Why So Serious would be looking at, both Royal Academy Gaming and the side of Blackjack Esports as they look for their way into the circle. But that was not the case. Blackjack Esports get themselves a chicken dinner, 8 eliminations to go alongside it as well, as we see Chinese putting 4 eliminations up on board, 857 damage to go alongside it as well. We see IC also putting up numbers. Switch also has numbers on there. And Angry Mash, very, very sad that player went out to his own grenade. It was very sad for that mishap at the early phases of the game. But nonetheless, it did play out well because, going out early for your team to still win the chicken dinner, you might feel left out, but still, for the greater good, it was a good chicken dinner there from the side of Blackjack.
Yeah, the DBS there from Rage. The guy was waiting. He was seriously waiting. But head to head here, we have a new team going against Blackjack Esports. That is Aura Esports. We had initially 10-11 holding this slot here. Going head to head on the damage, the eliminations, but this time we can see Aura actually has more damage, has more eliminations, has more knockouts against BJE. So it's really good to see them coming up. We saw them at #3, and I'm excited to see which position they'll be after this game.
I think they still remain on third because 10-11 did do numbers in this game as well. Crusader definitely cannot drive, but he can shoot. We confirmed that one in this game. 6 eliminations, 1100 damage to go alongside with 6 assists as well. In case you do not understand what this means, the team itself had 13 eliminations, and out of 13 eliminations, Crusader had a hand in 12 out of those 13 eliminations. What a player we saw from him. Came out of the buildings right in time, clutched out 3 players there from the side of TERRORSIX Wakanda. Definitely did put the numbers up on board. The names have not really changed up here on the focus teams. We do see Why So Serious creeping in now, but Blackjack Esports still number 1, 1800 damage. Aura Esports number 2, 2300. Side of 10-11. 10-11 could have easily been there in that head-to-head. But here they are, 15 nades again. This average of nades being used by this team.
It's just good. It's just good. I'm happy for 10-11. They have a Grenadier. They should really tap on that. They should focus on that Grenadier when it comes to those fights. Yeah, it's a really good thing.
A new player here for the longest elimination distance is going to be Gerbot. I'm pretty sure you're going to like that one. 382. That's a long one. But Crusader here, in terms of the most damage and the most eliminations, he's got a good grin, a smile going on his face. 6 eliminations, 1100 or 1130 damage to go alongside it. That is beautiful gameplay coming in through. We saw even lesser revives coming in through from this game, just 13. A lot of players were getting thirsted easily and very, very quickly. So yeah, it's not even something that I can blame anyone for. It's just a thing where I'm even going to use to commend the teams because they're really, really prioritizing those eliminations.
That's really true. It's good to see Bot here. I'm still wondering why he doesn't have that picture there. We need to see this Bot now. You can see he has the same image as the Aura player, who's also a long range player. Bot has the same Victor character. I don't know if it's the Victor that is giving people, the chance to be a good player with the long distance fight. But who am I to complain?
We'll see. Blackjack Esports boost up the numbers again. 3 chicken dinners, grabbing themselves the exact same number of points and eliminations, 36, 72 points up on board, giving themselves that 9 points difference between themselves and 10-11. 10-11 not quite letting them run away with it. One chicken dinner that they were able to get 63 points up on board. Aura Esports getting themselves 39. It's still not catching up to these top 2 players, like to top 2 teams. Like, you can just see how top heavy it is. And Why So Serious? They're far off from Aura Esports as well. It's like every other person needs to catch up to Blackjack at 10-11 space at the moment.
They need to, go back, watch the games from tonight, re-strategize, try to understand what is making BJE B-1. Why is 10-11 #2? Which rotations are they making? Why are they there and why are we here? We need to adjust. What are we doing wrong? Because, of course, throughout the whole live stream, we've just checked every team that has, mishaps here and there. They need to focus on that. Hoping that tomorrow we'll have, better plays. I'm hoping to see other teams winning, or am I still going to be making the same judgment and saying I'm putting my money on BJE?
And I really
It's
hope
just
that is not the case going into tomorrow, to be honest. We're starting to see a couple of these teams do better in terms of why so serious. Dream Team still putting up some numbers up on board, but I still do have to say some teams still need to get their points up. Quantum Africa, Gods of War, TERRORSIX Wakanda, these are teams that they still have a lot of points to put up on board. And at this point, I do not want to call it, but I don't think I see anyone catching up to 10-11 and Blackjack Esports. Right now, it's a thing of, I don't even want to call it for Blackjack Esports because they're playing so well. I really want to see if they can continue with this consistency in the next coming days.
Yeah, I believe they will because I saw it. Okay, I'm talking from a point of view of the semi-finale. They were playing really well. I saw them taking fights, trying to understand, is this fight the one we want to take or not? They've really been making good calls. 10-11, surprisingly, they were not making good calls, sorry to say. They were just playing at random. I don't even know how they made it to the finale because they were playing some funny gameplay there. And it's surprising that they've just changed the game and now they're here battling BJE, who have been consistent throughout. So probably as we go on, we might see the gap becoming smaller by the day. But who are we to judge? Let's just wait and see.
Wait and see. That is exactly what we have to do. But ladies and gentlemen, these were 4 beautiful games that we did see. Even though 2 teams dominated the entirety of it, we still had a lot of fun in the 4 games that we get to see today. I gotta thank you, Mitch, for staying here with me today. Beautiful casting across the board, and we'll definitely be here to have more fun tomorrow. That being said, thank you all for tuning in. It's your boy Crowns. Alongside me, I've got Mitch as well. This is the Clatter of Clans grand finale for season 22. We will be seeing you guys tomorrow with more action. Be sure to enjoy the rest of your evening and have a good one.
Bye, guys. Good night.
Take them. Take them. take them,